Okay, YouTube started. Let me turn down the bar a little bit. Alright. So, session is begun. Let me go check a look at that timeline. Day 129, which is the 5th day of Vi's spell work. You're just doing the last of the rites today, Vi. It is morning time. The party actually just woke up, that's right. Because Coromid, you were looking to get back stone skins and possibly get some eye glop.
And make sure zombies are buried.
Alright, well, you'll poke your head outside. There's Jaziel. Zombies are not visible in the sense that they did bury themselves properly.
Okay, well, you know, the last 2 or 3, at the very least, the last one has to be buried manually by me just kicking sand over it. Spells are fully up, and yes,
Are you
try
sure?
and get some eye glop.
Girls,
Okay.
are you sure?
What, Lydia?
Are you sure about your spells being up?
Pretty sure.
Because you have in there get back SSS after breakfast.
Stone skins,
And
I
then you-
believe.
Yeah, and then you modified it for try to get eye goop.
I didn't modify it. That was
An
additional.
add-on.
But thank you, Lydia, for the reminder.
Alright, so it's, the morning time. Kassan's starting to get breakfast together. What is everyone doing? I've got Autumn NPC mode. John, he's doing that thing he does.
Okay. So, Double M, I'm going to, even though it's stated there, let me make sure for the record. First things first, try to get the eye glop and make sure the zombies are buried. Then go after additional stone skin spells.
Okay, so you'll go outside. I had thought that you'd had the zombies like you manly buried the last one last time around, so if not, then that's just a gimme. That's done.
Okay,
and you're
thank
going
you.
over to the basilisk carcass. Remind me, you had that thing dragged 150 feet away from the keep, correct?
I'm not sure.
Anyone
I
remember?
don't-
Because that's what I have in my notes here.
I do not recall. I was have zoned out session since I was effectively NPC.
Dungeon Master, we're going to have to go with your notes. That sounds right. I don't remember specifically, so 150 feet away.
Alright, 150 feet away, so you're walking over to the corpse to go investigate it? Well, not investigate,
Yes,
but
Dungeon Master.
maybe getting a bottle out at the same time. Give me a perception check.
Oh shit, I need my dice.
Yes, you'll need...
And-
Oh, that's right, I'll need my dice too. This set has been
And
out for a week. This is a
Dungeon
travesty.
Master, I need a quick break because Mama's home.
Okay, go say hi to Mama. Aiden, go
Hey, Mama.
strangle that dog or something. I don't know, it's very loud.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hey.
You killed Amy and buried a corpse.
Ooh, purple dice. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. You know how Artemisia is when you give her like a copper coin or a silver? This is me. And I had the maroon dice, the evil ones that summoned a basilisk on the party last session. Oh wait, hold on, that was me. Love the dice roll with it. Put them away, but I don't think I have another set of purple dice quite like this. These look very nice.
We started the Denalia session. So, do I need to do anything? I got you. Alright, then I'm gonna go back to my game, but if you need anything, Mama, you can holler.
Okay, dice are out in order. I might be a little obsessive about having them in order.
Alright, gang, sorry about that, but thank you for your indulgence. And where are we at? What happened?
You need to make a perception check, but you were getting your dice out.
Oh, that's right. Thanks. My bad. Let's see. There's my killer. I'm going to go ahead and roll it before I set everything else up. Dungeon Master, I rolled a 12. My perception is a 13.
You rolled a 12. Your perception is a 13.
Yep.
Okay. Out of curiosity, do you have a percentage on... Give me a second. What am I looking for here? No, that wouldn't apply here. Never mind. Apologies.
And Dungeon Master, since we're on the topic, as you know, my familiar is a humongous raccoon.
Yes.
Which is not listed anywhere.
Yeah, no, I actually have this in a note. Figure out what bonuses critter gives that aside from hit points and such.
Yeah, probably a heightened sense of smell.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, this critter is not malodorous. Well, unfortunately.
Oh.
Regardless, yeah, no. I gave you a penalty at 2 there, and this thing's there. Let me double check.
Well, it is
skills.
what it is.
Okay. Cormier, do you have a stone skin on you?
I do.
Alright. Your armor class is that, and you're wearing a cloak, so you're displaced. However, this thing's detecting by vibrations, so displacement wouldn't affect that. So yeah, Cormier, you're walking towards this thing, and something buried in the stand whips out a stinger tail thing. Pretty small, all things considered.
Where are we?
You're walking towards the basilisk outside the keep.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, the stinger tail thing gets whipped out, and I need to check if that even hits. If it does hit, it's stone-skinned. So let me check real quick. Monster, that hit dice to hit your armor class there. That, it needed of that. Yeah, no way. It swung, and it probably impacted against you, but didn't hit the stone skin. I'm not going to make you mark it off, because it should be a light sting, all things considered. What are you doing at this time?
Evade.
Evade. Okay, you're evading back towards the keep?
Just evade, and what the fuck ever struck at me? Crossbow.
Okay. In that case, give me an initiative roll, and then an evasion roll.
1 for initiative, and a total of 4. That's 2 plus 2 for evasion, dropping my armor class to -6.
Okay, you pull up the crossbow and aim it as this thing appears to be disappearing under the sand. Are you still trying to hit it?
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit, roll to hit.
8. 16.
8 and 16 as of that. A 16 was 1 below what you needed. Oh my god. You're 8th level, right?
Yes.
16 would hit... it would hit. Dice your damage. Just there. Just there. 1 point.
3.
Wouldn't have made it. 3 points of damage.
And poisoned bolt.
Alright, spoiler alert, it died. Alright, well, the bolts go sinking into the sand, and you hear a squelching noise as one of them has impacted against something. What are you doing at this time?
Draw sword. I don't know it's dead, right?
At this point, no, you can just... You heard an impact, and the thing is not moving because the bolt isn't moving.
Drop crossbow, draw sword, and advance.
Right. Both your bolts save, by the way. Not that there's much of a save to be done, but I give like a tiny chance to hit some bone. Alright, you've drawn your sword and advanced. There is something under the sand with your bolt sticking out of it. The other one sticking out next to it.
Draw the crossbow bolts out and the dead thing.
Right. The dead thing looks like a sand ray. It's pretty small, no more than maybe a foot across. Stingray, my bad. Not Sandray. It is a Sting Sandray, a new monster. And yeah, I had this long stinger thing. Maybe it's a tiny critter, all things considered. It measures maybe a foot across itself, so consider the stinger to be, what, 6 to 8 inches worth of length to sting with?
Stingray. Let me record this, Dungeon Master.
The official title for the monster is a Sting Sandray.
Sting.
Eminem, you did get my message, right?
Let me check. Oh, yeah. I replied to it. Did you not see my reply?
No, it didn't come through on my end, but now it just did.
Alright. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so Dungeon Master, I pull both bolts out, reload my crossbow with them, redose them. First things first.
Alright, this will take you a little bit of time. Pulling out, reloading, redosing. It's not in a 2-second period.
Okay. And this will be 2 doses of Wyvern venom, which means I've only got 1. Wait. Oh, 3 doses Wyvern minus 3. Oh shit, that's done. You know what, Dungeon Master? I may have screwed up here. I think I have. But what? For the sake of keeping it right, give me a second.
Okay, take the time you need. Vi, after you've done your normal morning stuff, are you doing anything special before you get back to the writing?
Putting away the items and then going to do my spells.
Okay. Grills, I'm gonna give you a second. I gotta go get a load of laundry from upstairs. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Damn. Well, you know what, guys? I've marked off more than enough. I've marked off more than I possibly could have used. Sound fair?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm just erasing shit wholesale.
Alright, I am back.
Oh, very good, Double M. Okay, so I marked off all the Wyvern and an Osteagos Claw, but I've still got plenty.
Alright, very good. Okay, where are we at now?
Crossbow is reloaded, revenomed, and I'm digging that thing out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would kind of come along with the crossbow bolt. You say it has a stinger?
Yes. Pretty small, though. Like, this creature is not big. You know how a ray is? Its width is about a foot.
Okay, I'm going to harvest the stinger.
Alright.
Is Jazeel anywhere nearby?
Jazeel's over by the keep. He was watching you as you walked over there. 93. You've got decent experience, though. Yeah, Chromie, I'll be real with you. There was no real venom to get here. You had maybe 1/10 of a dose, and you weren't even able to get that because I rolled pretty high.
Hey, does this thing look tasty to you, Jazeel?
And Jazeel will walk on over and sniff at it, and assuming you proffer it, he will get a morning snack.
Oh, well, good. There you go, chap. Bravo. Clap him on the shoulder, and what the hell was I doing?
You were going after Basilisk Eye Goop. I'm being nice because I know you're tired and I know.
Oh goodness.
So
thanks.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ah shit. Can't really talk, I guess. Be interrupting session.
No, you can talk. What's up, Vader?
You are the brown toad with 3 eyes, Vader.
I'm looking at the old map that I was working on my phone before I switched over to the computer, and I had that city labeled as Squerva.
Squerva.
Squerva. Yeah. Well, if I ever need a city name, I have that. Thank you, Vader. Right.
No, Double M, as helpful as that is, Squerva, Molten, and Crime. Okay, it's definitely King Crime. Now, as to the name of the city, I may have lost touch there, Vader.
Grills, I am going to redirect us back to session. I thought Vader had a comment on session, not about the whole map. Vader, not holding it against you. Sorry.
Double M, thank you, but if you will indulge me for a moment more.
Alright, you have a moment more. I'll get some stuff together.
Okay, so if you look at the map, Vader, it says Squerva and Molten. Which one do you think works better for the name of a city? Molten or Squerva?
Honestly, Swerva sounds like a name, whereas Bolton sounds like an adjective, which can apply to an empire, I guess.
All right, Vader, this is your chance to make a decision affecting the entire game world. Which one is it? Go.
If that's it, should be the Molten Empire.
All right, then, Vader, please make a note in whatever most prominent channel that you have access to that regard, so that we can update the maps to make sure that it is the Molten Empire, City of Squerva, and King Crime. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Vader. And Double M, thank you.
You're welcome. Would that be an actual encounter? Probably not. Yeah, it's just going to pass by the keep. But we'll see what people are doing at that time.
As you all have access for what I've got printed out on the map, those 3 words are printed close together. I do remember it is King Crime. Past that, it's been 30 years, guys. Give me a break.
No, girls, there are no breaks. There's only dungeon mastering.
Fine, then I bring godlings against you. Suddenly, you are engulfed in flames.
Give me a second.
Double M, take your time, because I'm going to squirrel away for a couple of drags on a smoke. Vader.
Does the map room sound?
How does the map room sound? What do you mean, how does the
Or where to post it?
That's probably a good idea.
Yes, map room is good. You and Double M. Molten Empire, capital city of Squerva. Yes, yes. And this is why I incorporate my players into helping shape the world.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 2.
Okay. That's going there. And yeah, that depends on the timing of things. Okay, autumn is doing that. NPC's doing that. Okay. Aiden, do you mind if I talk in voice, or do you want to keep it to DMs?
Oh, no, it's fine. We can talk voice. Because you were doing stuff with Grills, I figured I'd just write it to you.
No, that's understandable. So by 5 p.m., you've used your 3rd right for that last spell for Coromede for writing. You're done with that. At that point, you still got 3 more rights in you and a couple more hours of the day. So if you use the rights, it's 1 hour per level of the spell. These are 1st level spells. You can get, I'm going to say, 3 more of them. You know, rememorize, write, cast it, use it, rememorize, cast it, use it, so on and so forth. And be done around, call it 8:15, I think. Is that what you'd like to do? Get the first 3 of those 4 done?
If I can, yeah.
Okay. So I'll add that to there, and I will adjust your time there. And then at that point, you'll be done with write, and your brain is going to feel like mush because you spent the past 5 days cramming. And granted, that's only 3 of the spells, so make sure you pick the 3 properly. Or just, do it at the next day, the 4th one.
I'm just going to do it the 4th. I know which order I'm going to do these in.
Okay. So after 3, let's check again. Oh, how very interesting.
Okay, and I am back. Thank you for your indulgence, Dungeon Master and fellow
No
player.
problem.
Okay, and
To check a third time now.
hey, Double M, remind me sometime that I'm not that damn smart. I'm just a very clever monkey.
We all
Okay.
are. Seriously, we all are.
Well,
And that puts us till 9 p.m. Very nice.
No, Double M.
Hmm?
A bunch of people here are not very clever monkeys. They just follow the other monkeys.
Hey, if you can follow a smart person, you have at least a modicum of intelligence to say, "Oh, he's smart. Do what he does."
Okay, but if you follow the lemurs that go off the cliff, you're not a clever monkey.
You mean lemons? Lemmings.
Lemons?
Lemmings.
Ah, yes, Lydia, you are correct. You clever monkey, you didn't follow the lemmings. Okay. So sorry for my digression, Dungeon Master. I turn things back to you as it should be. Kill us.
I believe the bard is actually singing, and that's a no-go. So give me a second.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna play the normal stuff. You're probably sick and tired of this. I know I am, but yeah. Okay, so at Crormead, you go over to the
Yeah.
basilisk corpse, and the eye goop has dried out. Really, like there's a bit, but this thing's been sitting out in the desert for a day. You're not sure if that's Jazeel that's chomped on it or something else, but things have been eating it.
Hey.
And you know how fish go for the eyes of the things? Like if you dump a corpse in a lake, the fish go for the eyes first. Yeah.
Dungeon Master, I wish to digress with you. Overnight, not all
Nope.
day.
Because the next morning of the night after the petrification, you went out with Jazeel and a wagon and John.
Yeah.
And, yep,
Yeah,
it's
right.
been a full 24 plus hours. And animals do tend to go for the eyes because they're the soft, squishy bits. Reportedly, they taste good. I can neither confirm nor deny.
To be fair, Eminem, he destroyed the eyes, which literally just popped the sack and it just oozes out. So there's literally nothing for them to eat.
Before you commit to searching for whatever scraps might be present, do you wish to commit to searching for whatever scraps might be present?
Lydia, you're right, but he's right too. We did run on that wagon train, and damn it,
I'm not going against what he's saying. I'm just saying that there wouldn't be anything
Furthermore.
for them to eat since you popped them and they just liquefied out.
Now, you might be able to find a tiny scrap. I'll allow a minuscule chance for it. Do you wish to try?
I wish to try.
You wish to try, alright. Props where it goes, Acromid. You are trying. Alright, well, you check one eye, and nope. And you check Tom, and nope. Sorry, nothing.
Damn it.
On the other hand, I see what you did there.
Yes.
What time of day is it, Dungeon Master?
No, it's still early morning. It didn't take you that long to be like, oh, hey, this is dry as a bone.
Alright. So I've got Vi. And who else with me?
I mean, right now you're outside the keep with you and Jazeel, who's just chilling out nearby. You've got John kind of up on the roof at this point with one of the ballista. And Vi's inside with Kesson, the kids, Critter, Graf.
Okay. I am.
You haven't had breakfast yet. You going back in to do that?
I am going in for breakfast.
Alright. And then you wanted to get some stone skins back. So, okay, you will be slightly delayed with breakfast, but, you know, Kassan tried to make him delay a bit for you, and it's like, okay, fine, it's getting cold here. You eat, and then she warmed up your stuff again for you. So, yeah. You've got a thing there, and I will message you a thingy. And, okay, so Aiden, you're got Vi doing your spell work, and that's going to take you the majority of the day. Actually, that will take you the day. Alright. So I'll wait on a Chromie for that, otherwise I can start advancing time. you got John manning that. Let's see.
It will.
One moment, I got people typing. Okay. Duly noted there, Aiden. Good game plan there. I got Grills typing to me there. And in the meantime, I will say, Achromid, you've got several hours before you have anything going on at the keep, really. So, how many stone skins are you praying for? Not praying, studying for? 2, 3?
2.
2. You will be able to get those back during this time. If you wish to reapply and get them back again, you can do that. You've got time.
Maybe.
But maybe, yes. Certain actions could.
I'm heading on multiple fronts here.
I'm well aware. You think I'm not?
I never said that. Yes, Dungeon Master, you are correct. You are being hit on multiple fronts, and I will not argue those facets.
Yep.
I got a little bottle of milk in there.
Did you get the bull? No. Well, he called, so I wasn't sure. I'm sorry, guys. I should have muted. I apologize.
It's okay. Well, didn't mean to enter that fast, but Alright. I need to know if either y'all are doing anything with the stuff I sent you before I move stuff forward. I see you're both typing.
You haven't sent me anything.
Oh, that's right. No, because you're... Never mind. I'm sorry, Brain. In that case, girls, I need to know if you're doing anything with what I sent you. I apologize, Aiden. I'm scatterbrained tonight.
It's okay. Why do I see something in the cobalt?
That would be Vader's update in the map room.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
It's a shame, because I'm actually really hitting on all cylinders now. See, I had this evil idea, and I'm running with it, and oh boy, is it good. But I know y'all aren't in the state to appreciate it, so I can sit on it for another week if I need to. Alright, Ikoromi, are you doing anything with that? Or can I start advancing time here?
Of course, Dungeon Master, that is after I have made that travel book.
Dungeon Master, I don't know.
It is not time
means.
pertinent. The thing I just messaged you about that we went back and forth about, it's not time pertinent. You can drop it and pick it up later. Just give me from the DM so you don't have to struggle with it.
Okay, in that case, My reaction to her is just
Mm-hmm.
be settled. All will be well.
Okay. So in that case, you're doing your spell work and doing anything else today of interest?
I lost track. Dungeon Master.
You wanted to get your stone skins. You'll get those. Playing with Kassan, yeah. Playing with Graf, teaching Kassan, relaxing, waiting for the priest to show up.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, my man. I'm trying here.
No, man, it's not you. It's me. I'm. Okay, so I got 2 stone skin spells back and inventory my party to see if any of them are vulnerable.
Okay, I don't know Autumn, but Autumn has insisted
Vi
she's gonna
has
stay.
two stone skins. She good.
Yeah. Vi, that's a bit off-world though, because you're studying at this point. So I'm guessing
Yeah,
at
but
Promede
he
you're not gonna
would've-
interrupt her.
No, I'm not.
Well, no, but at some point when eating or taking a break, he would have asked, would he not?
Yeah.
You know, that's reasonable. Fair enough. Aiden, don't worry. Artemisia values her safety more than her hoard. Slightly. Okay. So in that case, yeah, Vi, you've got the 2 stone skins that you've told that. John isn't sure. He's definitely open to have one.
Slap, slap.
Slap, slap. Okie dokie. Marking up John with 2 stone skins. Now keep in mind, you have a limit of stone skins you can place on a person based on blah 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 blah. If you try and put one on, you're not layering on another one. It's just a waste.
Well, how many ever I place on another person is not dependent on my level.
No, but I'm saying if John already had 5 of them, you wouldn't be adding more. And granted, you can only do 4 at this time, so he couldn't have 5. So if you had 4, you'd be slapping it on. I'd tell you the spell went off, but I would not mark him up one. And you're aware of this. I'm just general.
Alright, so
reminder.
Dungeon Master, 1 5th level spell, 2 2nd level spells, and by the way, I'll slap 1 on Artemisia.
Okay. Noted. Artemisia gets 1 more
And
stone
have
skin.
2 memorized.
Okay, so 1 5th level, 2 2nd level spells, and you're spending another stone skin and rememorizing it?
I have not used a 5th. So 1 on Artemisia.
Okay.
Rememorizing twice. Let's see, I'm full up on 3rd.
I think I need to go to notes to self.
Death
Where do I have
Bolt.
Artemisia? Art. Oh, god damn it.
That's right, Lydia. Mark that down in your checkbook.
Yeah,
I
mark
just
that.
stone skinned your toad.
Alright, there it is. Okay. Well, Artemisia now has
And-
that many.
And that's it for the day. And I need to pee. Can y'all give me a few? But
All right,
otherwise,
so-
I am
Dungeon Master, I'm not sure if you're aware that makes
keeping watch.
Artemisia's 2nd stone skin.
Yes, it does. That's what I was looking up. Alright, Grills, go to the bathroom. Nope, he's gone. Good. Oh, this is going to be a rough session. I hope I don't have to call it. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I like having
The
fun.
queen is dead, right? We killed the queen.
The cystic queen was dead. Long live the queen.
Okay. Now I was formulating plans in my head on how I can fuck her over. And then I had to remember, wait, we've already done that. She's dead.
Ray's dead just to kill her again. Dak Dream would have a fucking fit. Okay, so Vi, you're busy in spell work at Chromate. I'm gonna give a thingy, and I need to figure shit out now. Because y'all are both in the keep. That's a non-encounter. What is this gonna be? 17. Let me reread them. Those might be usable here. Are they not Fiend Folio? Maybe they're Creature Catalog, or maybe I have the wrong page number. It's in the right spot, but... Oh, yeah, wrong page number. There they are.
Alright, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
This is day what out of 5?
Day 5 of 5. Last day. You've also got, what's his name coming?
Who?
You've also got the High Priest coming.
Alright.
I bet he's bringing his golem.
No. He would leave that to defend his keep. Bye.
He doesn't even have a keep.
He has a home,
I need to check something here.
and he would not leave it undefended. Especially since he has a keg of ale.
Yes, very powerful that.
The best quality ale possible.
And that's if he hasn't drank it all yet.
Alright, now that's going to be a non-encounter also. Alright, so you all are going to have some jackals pass by the keep, and, you know, you've got John upstairs while you're all working, and they're done. Nothing of interest happening.
And Dungeon Master, we do have 2 ballistas loaded. Correct?
Yep, good luck firing them unless it's at a stationary target with one person, but yeah, you got 2 loaded ballistas up there.
Right, so then we will wait.
Are you gonna kill this high priest that I'm sending y'all?
Wouldn't that be curious?
That would be very curious. He would be annoyed if he tried that. What's another thing trying to get a Chromie dead? You've got like 20 of them already. Seriously, they're gonna have to draw a lottery to see who gets to kill him.
Yeah, it's easy to build up things that want to kill you when you're chaotic.
This is not untrue.
Right. So, Dungeon Master, in this case, I will be overseeing the instruction of Vi.
Vi is copying today.
Then I will help her because the right spell is something that I do have mastered.
I didn't calculate it at that point. Grills, can we not today and just pick it up tomorrow?
Pick it up tomorrow.
Thank
I
you.
will pick up on instructing Kassan,
Yay.
my other apprentice. And when they get tired of me poring over their notes and saying, what the you almost misspelled that. Keep that over there, over there, over there.
Alright, so you'll be assisting Kassan in her studies, playing with graphs so that she can actually work. The usual.
Play with the baby and Critter, because they're like little. One's a furry little child, the other's not a furry little child.
One's a furry little child, the other's Critter.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so that's going to take up your time unless you want to do something else of note today. I'll be generous if you think of something later, because I know you're not at the top of your game.
Yes, I will be using, and you know what? I'm 9 out of 10 right now. So, just keeping Jaziel close at hand, since there's a huge bastion of meat for him to keep at, and Jaziel. Things are most perilous at this time. Be very alert. Eat, hunt, do whatever the hell you want, my friend. Dearest companion, but stay close. Yes?
Jaziel gives you the nod.
Yes. Clap him on the shoulder and let him do what he does.
Or he mostly just chills out outside waiting for stuff to happen. Maybe rest his eyes. Alright. Anyway, hours are gonna pass. It will have been morning.
Excuse me a moment.
Okay.
This is the beginning of your direct message history with Rise.
Someone message you?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
What the fuck is this shit?
No idea. Anyways, so it will have been morning. Lunchtime will come around. Y'all will get lunch together, more or less. At this point, Vi, you'll have gotten those 2 stone skins. 2 stone skins? No, you overstated you had 2 stone skins. That's right. My bad. Apologies. At that point, what are we doing? Everyone goes back to the stuff they're doing. Chromie Kassan's making some decent progress. And, yeah. Starts to creep on towards evening. Vi, you are still working. Nothing really much happens for the day, honestly. And towards about 6 p.m. Yes, 6 p.m. Y'all actually have that much time of downtime and stuff, is where the fun stuff happens. Okay, 6 p.m. becomes that. Alright, Ikrormead. John calls out from upstairs. The priest is flying over. And,
Hail him! Heartily!
Alright. Alright, there's a bit of a thing. The guy lands at the door and knocks, and John's like, yeah, he's expecting you, and he's coming downstairs. Ikrormead, what are you doing during this time? Vi, you're sequestered in your room. The noise shouldn't bother you.
I will go to greet him.
Okay. You go to greet him. He, settles down on the ground. He can indeed fly via some device, or maybe it's spell, you're not sure. And he, interlaces his fingers and, gives the, standard greeting that I can't remember off the top of my head. Small bow.
Fingertips together, palms together, and a bow of the head. Greetings, mighty one.
Greetings.
It occurs to me that you may wish to commune with this people before we contract them to...
Oops. Apologies, I disconnected by accident trying to fix something. I'm back. That was me. Grills, press the hang up button on the thing at the top of your screen. That's me, I apologize.
I think I'm out of that.
Sorry. I accidentally clicked the thing trying to turn you up because you're a little quiet right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Mob Psycho, not looking at that. And back to Denalia.
Alright. So, start again, I apologize. You think that he should commune, and take it from here?
So fingertips together, then palms together, and a head nod. Greetings, mighty one. May have it occurred to me that you should commune with the dead before we inscript them into your service. What think thou?
Alright, 2 things. First off, drop the flattery. That's what I think. Second off, why would we attempt to... I assume you are familiar with the spell Speak with Dead, and that is what you're referencing?
I have some passing familiarity. That is not a spell of the Magi, but I know it is well within your venue, your wheelhouse. And I spoke hastily that they would be willing to pay you. Assumedly, if I die and someone puts my corpse at your doorstep, I would grantedly pay that fee. Especially since they are aligned with me to take down the dragon and its horde. But I have had second thoughts. Maybe they would prefer to be dead. I would not understand that. But that is up to you.
I don't know if that came through, but the priest gives like a short laugh at that. They would prefer to be dead. I genuinely cannot think of a single person that would wish to remain dead. That Don was going to remain out of session slightly longer.
I know not any that either would be either. But
Well, I had my
Again,
spells prepared for this.
I cannot speak for them. Can you?
No, I cannot.
You are welcome to enjoy the hospitality of my keep for whatever time that you need to discern if they wish to return from the dead within reason.
Alright, well...
And by the way, Kassan, would you go get that special flask? Sesseldorf.
Oh. Alright, Kassan will nod and go get the Sesseldorf. Alright, and the priest starts to pace back and forth looking at his feet. Alright, I did not come equipped to speak with dead. In fact, I'm not sure if you're... Go ahead.
Mighty One, take the time to consider the ramifications. My larders are full, and as long as you keep your wandering eyes away from my woman, I will guarantee your safety. You are secure within these walls. However, should you make wandering eyes towards my woman Kassan, all bets are off.
Noted. And he gives a smile that isn't pleasant or unpleasant, it's just there.
All right, and with that Dungeon Master, yeah, we're in kind of a limbo.
Yeah, kind of a limbo. So the High Priest needs to think for a moment, because as he was going to say that you kind of cut him off, so he's dropping it, but I'll give you the off-world. He does not have Speak with Dead memorized, and he'd have to forget a spell to do that, and the gods don't like that. But he could go for just a standard, hey God, I'm praying to you. I could use some guidance here. Can you give me a sign, please?
So aside from that, unless he's got flesh to stone, we're kind of stuck.
Oh, the petrified one. Shall I commune to see if they would require to be unstatued, or shall we leave them like this? I can do that right away.
High One.
Well, I can attempt to do it. Yes, and just drop the titles.
I think there are better questions that you could commune to your god.
I suppose commune was the wrong word there. Pray, beseech.
No, you said commune, High One.
I did. I misspoke. I would not bother a commune on that.
But I don't think so. High One. High One! If you could commune with your god, I have questions. And they would be worthy questions. Could you?
Give me a moment. Give me a moment, please. Let me see if he has commune even memorized.
I just flummoxed the DM.
Yes, you did. At
DM,
the
should I go for a smoke?
No, actually. He will pause and think for a moment. At the moment, I could not do a proper commune. However, at a later date, we could certainly see about it. This is the wrong person, I just realized.
And I hope you're not going to hammer me for this. High One. Short stature, but of such high stature. At the same time, you are a contradiction. And yet, I know that you will not throw away the worthy victuals of the gods, especially your most cherished gods, these favors. But if I could help you find an outlet for them.
Oh, that's what you seek to do. I understand now. I admit you had me confused. Well, you needn't worry. I shall consider my options. Do you have a room where I might concentrate in peace and quiet?
I do. Kassan, lead him to the storage room. This is my woman.
Yes, you've introduced and said if I were to lay eyes upon her improperly, you would. Well, actually, let's not finish that sentence. Anyways,
Yes.
woman, please show me. And
Son, as you would.
Kassam will show him to the storage room, and he's gonna kind of sequester himself there for a minute while the dungeon master goes to the bathroom. BRB, you can go get a smoke break.
And I go for a smoke.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. So I was actually on the wrong thing. He does have Commune, but that's a 5th level spell. Where are the questions? I'll have to see about that. Alright.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's weird?
Well, Raise Dead is a 5th level spell. He's got 2 of those, and then he's got this fun one I invented.
You can say the Earth in a sentence, yet most other world names we've come up with don't really have the same ring to it, like the Kohal, the Denalia.
At
Or
this
even like-
point, you'd like to
Alright. I'm gonna take a gander here that Dom is gonna say yes. So, Crowmead, what are you doing as, this guy goes into the storage room?
Oh, I so hope to hell that you are thinking along the same lines that I am. Okay, what is the situation, Dungeon Master? What time of day? We're in the common room.
About 6:30 p.m. or so by now. So far it's been all
6:30.
quiet on the home front. Vi is still doing her work.
Okay, so Kassan is leading
She
the
let him
high
there.
priest.
She's back. She's starting dinner. Sorry.
Then I'm going up to the parapets.
Well, you'll be up there.
Where the 2 loaded ballista are at.
Yep. Well, you'll be up there with John, and he'll be like, "Hey, do you think that he's able to get Cassie back? Did he say anything about that?"
Let me put that in game chat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're gonna put that in in-game chat. Response regardless. I know what he's gonna do.
So I'm joining John King, who should be played by
John
Vader
D.
at this
Yes,
point.
but
John D.
Vader's
John
an observer
King.
here unless he wishes to take upon a persona.
How about the person that's not doing anything?
Vader, you've been drafted.
Well, no, Vi makes a good point, but the point is actually it won't be regardless because we're about to move things forward here. Unless y'all really want to do some RP here.
And assuming that this is not lit up by things, I should have infravision and functionally
Too early.
fully. Too early?
Yeah, night falls around 8 p.m. around this world.
Okay.
So yeah, it won't take long before the High Priest, flies on up. And he is flying up those stairs. He is not walking them. And sits down.
Ooh,
Alright.
Akora. Okay, Mama. Kind of like Calf. He doesn't float or walk. He just... Okay.
He flies where he wants to go. So yes, I did not do a proper commune, but I did beseech the goddess for guidance, and she has stated that it is okay to raise the dead on those two, and reverse the petrification on that one. I will need to know when the bodies are. I saw the... Actually, no, he didn't. My bad. Scratch that, because she's not in the common room yet or elsewhere.
No, she's in the common room.
You know what, Aiden? You're right. Plus 5 XP there. So I saw the petrified woman. I'm going to suggest we unpetrify her in, lying down in a bed, because it might be a bit violent if it works properly.
And do you find it satisfactory? Do your god find it satisfactory that their share of the dragon treasure will be worthy of this contract? I cannot speak for the dead or the petrified.
It shouldn't take the entirety. If it's a large dragon's hoard, we can be reasonable. Of course, donations are always welcome, and there is a fee for the service. If this dragon is what you claim it is, hypothetically its hoard should be sufficient. The goddess seemed to impress upon me that it was okay, so I will not question the goddess.
Then, mighty priest, will you open your mind to me?
I'm listening.
Bag of holding, Dungeon Master.
Bag of holding. Alright. What are you pulling out?
Crystal ball.
Okay, 1 second, please. Oh, his eyes go wide when that thing opens up. Where did you get that?
On another world. Far, far away. Times away.
Reminds me, you are due to tell me about that over dinner should we be successful. Or unsuccessful, actually. That was the agreement.
Yes. And I have yet to renege on this deal.
Indeed.
Now, would you see what I have seen?
Very well, let's see what happens.
Then comfort yourself on cushions and sit down.
He will look around the barren roof. Think I can stand.
I will do the same.
Or are you all going downstairs with this?
Nope, on the roof.
Y'all don't have cushions on the roof at last check.
I've got a backpack, damn it.
Alright, fine. Alright.
Crystal ball, telepathy. And I will show him images from memory from the dragon.
Yeah, small problem. You cannot connect to him. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's not going to work on me. I just remembered. He apologizes before you get too deep into it. I am blessed by the gods in a certain manner.
Well, then,
I'm afraid if you need to knock on my door, you'll need to go to my actual door and knock.
if you wish to undo those blessings...
I do not. But I shall take you for your word.
Alright, scroll that shit away.
Sorry, girls, that was a genuine mess up on my part, not him fishing for info. Okay. If anyone would wish to join me downstairs, on the off chance your companions are violent as they awaken and try to kill me, I will have to defend myself. And he will begin floating downstairs.
I'll follow him down.
Alright, now the bodies of Vasa and Peter are going to need to be retrieved. I forget where you have them, Cormy. Did you bury them, or what?
We did. Unless Lydia.
Alright, so I'm gonna assume you have John help you unbury them, Jizia, whatever. The point is they will be unburied, uncovered, cleaned off as best they can. You know, the nose gets full of sand.
Yeah, they weren't buried deep.
Mm-hmm.
Here
So
they
point being,
are.
that's going to take some time. Vi, you are still, unfortunately, in your thing, which is a shame. You know, dust them off. And, okay, where are we doing this at? The storeroom, or would you prefer the common area?
I would prefer we rise them here.
Here being the common area? Or outside?
Here where they are outside.
Okay. So in that case...
I was about to say, because I'm studying in the common room.
Alright, you're in the common room. Okay, so we will start that. Let me check the casting time on Erase Dead.
I think it's one turn.
I believe so as well. He will ask which one he should attempt first, and he will again warn that the...
Did you speak with their spirits first?
No, I did not have the spells possible to do so, but I did pray to the goddess to determine if this was an endeavor worth attempting. The response was yes. I am fairly certain this is a good idea. Raised Dead is
try
one round.
This one first. The goat girl.
The goat girl, alright. He will examine the body to ensure that there are no obvious wounds that would cause his hard work to be undone in but a moment. Okay. Alright, she has been dead for how long? A day or two? Yes?
2.5 days at the most. And I will keep guard.
Okay. You keep guard. He closes his eyes and begins a chant and blah, 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 so on and so forth. I believe the material... Oh, this thing doesn't have material components. Well, the holy symbol should probably be present for this. I don't know. Regardless, after a minute of chanting, his hands are glowing with this unholy black light. He places them on the body and closes his eyes, and we are doing Vasa. It is time. Percentage roll, comma, or I will do... Will is 2 L's.
I can do it. I can do it.
I'm going to give Dom the chance to do it because he has to do it. Otherwise, I will roll it, or I'll roll it publicly. I will also need to look up Voss's System Shock survival. Not System Shock survival, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Alright, expand Constitution of that. Let me look that up.
I threw the bones, and I got a 70. I know that'll make it.
That would make it, yes, but sadly the bones were not yours to throw. Constitution up there. Hey, the resurrection chance is not bad. It's actually pretty damn good for that constitution. Alright, gonna give Dom a little bit more. Otherwise, it is time. Who's feeling lucky? That isn't Grills.
Fuck you, Double.
Alright.
Aiden, you said you weren't
D100?
doing anything? D100 in dice rolls. 2. Vi, do you know what you just did?
Unless I get XP for it, no, I don't really care.
No, you don't. Vasa coughs and sputters and begins breathing raggedly, and her eyes shoot open and they're bloodshot, and she's looking around confused. And the priest murmurs some words to her and slowly closes her eyelids, and she falls asleep as the sleeping sickness takes her. Alright. You are raised from the dead. Plus 1,000 XP. Alright. And yeah. Vasa will now need to rest for 2 days. So on day 131 at... Well, around 32 really is when she'll be good. Alright. The High Priest breathes a thing of satisfaction and has y'all move Vasa into a bed nearby that... not nearby, but just a bed to rest in. She will need to rest for as many days as she has been dead. And yeah, Coromade, he will wait patiently for you to get back out. And again, the same deal with Peter, examining the body, ensuring that there are no injuries that would cause his hard work to be undone, like, you know, a stab wound to the heart. Because, yeah, the poison killed him, but if it was also delivered via stab wound to the heart, that would be really fucking waste of a 5th level spell. Seeing none, he begins casting. And after a minute of chanting, the unholy black light glows once again from his hands. And Peter takes a gasp and wakes up. And same deal as last time. He's awake, he's alive, and he's very tired and passes out. And John is looking really happy. And yeah, the high priest smiles. And it's like the truest smile you've ever seen him do. Very good. Now on to the petrified one. This, I warn, may be a little more violent. And yeah, at this point he's going inside as well, because Cassie is still on the bed. And Kurumi, John, y'all are gonna tell Cassie if needs be, like put her so that she is lying as if she was lying in the bed.
Okay, and she is inside.
She is inside. I don't recall if you had her in the bed or not. So the point is he's going to have you get her set on the bed. It would work with
Dungeon Master, for clarification, I carried her inside, laid her down, and put a blanket between her and the floor and her and the wall, and put her inside the common room. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Okay.
Right. I believe this...
Close and secure the door, Dungeon Master.
Alright, closed and secured. John's there. And the priest warns that this one might take a bit longer to cast. This is not a normal spell that clerics learn. This is something I had to pray for. A gift from the goddess, specific to help. And he's rubbing his hands together and closes his eyes, and he begins chanting in a low, quiet voice. And this will be going on for the next 10 minutes.
You shall be warded by me for the duration of your casting.
Well, you're lucky he did not hear you, otherwise that might have stumbled his spell casting for a second. But yeah.
Hey, come on, I have a chance to do that before he starts.
Yes.
You shall be warded and defended by me during this time.
Alright, and he will begin attempting to unpetrify Cassie. Cassie, which is Vi. Give me a system shock.
By the way, Dungeon Master, I'll have the sword at full defense.
87. All right, Cassie, with your constitution over there, and 87 on your system shock is pretty good. Yeah, Cassie awakes, and see, I hate doing this because Vi's there in the room. You know what, Vi? I'm going to give you a gimme because for dramatic purposes, otherwise they would have done it elsewhere. Yeah, she awakes, and you remember how when she froze into stone, she was screaming? So at the conclusion of the 10 minutes, yeah, the high priest has his hands on her, and it's like he's pushing this energy into her, and there's this cracking noise from the stone. And you see lines start to appear as the stone crumbles and peels away and flakes away. It's just a thin layer of stone at the end of the day. And underneath it is Cassie, and she picks up that scream right where she left off. And at this point, let me consider...
I'm in the zone. The auto zone.
Yes, you're in the zone. The auto zone. One moment, please. Okay, apologies. I had to deal with that. So at this point... Yeah, Cassie springs up on the bed.
At this point, Double M, I'm sending you a message.
Yes, Grills. Yes, I am. So Cassie has jumped up on the bed. Her sword's in her hand, and it starts to glow brightly. What is the party doing at this time? Vi, I might have to stop giving you gimmies, unfortunately. Something might be about to happen. Anyways. Parry. Alright, so you've got your sword out ready to parry Cassie, I presume, if she attacks. And,
Dungeon Master, I already said I did.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know what I mean. Now, are you actively seeking to disarm her, or just ready to parry if she attacks?
Just parry.
Just parry if she attacks. Alright, well, she is not attacking. She's holding that sword as she was before, looking around and panting heavily. And the High Priest is looking at her, and he is not smiling this time. So after, I'm going to say a solid 6 seconds of silence. Is anyone going to speak up during these 6 seconds?
Stop! Cassie! You were turned to stone by a monster, and a good friend has restored you. Take rest now. Bind your wounds. Bind your wounds. You may still be poisoned.
All right.
It was a basilisk.
All right.
Please.
All right.
You certainly have earned your title this night.
Can I
The High
kibitz just
Priest.
for a moment?
Yes, Vi.
Can we please just like rush through this? I mean,
Well, there is
I would.
one thing. I know, Vi. I'm trying to work here. So there is one thing we do need to take care of, though. Otherwise, I would rush through this because at this point, yeah, Crowmead, Cassie, she's blinking, listening to your words. The High Priest does not appear to have heard you. He floats up so he's level with Cassie, and he growls at her. Where did you get that sword? And she's looking around confused, and the sword is glowing brightly. Is anyone doing anything special?
High Priest. Wherever she gained that sword from, it is hers now. You have given us another chance against the dragon, which will come encroaching upon your path. Stay your hand, or we will have issues.
He slowly floats back down. That sword is wrong. Give it to me and I will destroy it and replace it with one of greater value, woman. And at this point, he's walking off.
Why is that sword wrong?
I'll discuss around dinner, after she sheaths it. And Cassie's looking back and forth, eyes darting. She's still breathing heavily. What the fuck? And now we can start moving things forward. Yeah, congratulations, Akromate. Even though you failed your charisma check terribly, he failed his, against it terribly and decided it wasn't worth the fight.
I didn't get to roll it myself?
Oh, it's a secret thingy. It's a secret thingy. I'm not going to tell you if you got a nat 1 or a nat 20 there.
Double him. Gonna bust your chops, but yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Alright. Vi, you have finished your spell work at this time. Kassan is serving dinner, and it's a weird table. Peter's up. Peter and Vasa are still sleeping. They might have, try and feed him a thing, and they're sleeping sickness. Cassie's up, though. Yeah. And
I will hug Cassie.
Alright, you hug her, and it's like hugging someone who isn't even sure they're awake. She's swaying slightly in the spot. She has sheathed her sword at this point and kind of leaned up against the wall. John was talking to her in a low voice, but, cut that off when you showed up. And, yeah, she mutters like a hi, Vi. And, yeah, this is very different from the Cassie you know, of course. Then again, being petrified and then unpetrified does that to people.
Don't worry, you'll be back to yourself shortly. And then I just go get food and scarf it down.
So yeah, at this point, people are going to get dinner and eat. And Kurami, the High Priest, will say to you that sword is a Sunblade. One of the holy swords of a goddess he does not like. And, well, he's not entirely sure if he can walk out of here without destroying that thing, or taking it to be destroyed.
Is he saying this quietly?
Quietly, yes. Vi, do you wish to try and overhear it?
Where is he saying it, though?
Well, I imagine he and Mead would have walked over to get food when you were over there. Like, he's not risking being overheard.
Alright. Dungeon Master, can I take a smoke break?
You can take a smoke break.
Alright, back into...
Right.
Well, then yes, I'm going to attempt to overhear.
Alright, give me a d20.
That's wrong channel.
That is wrong channel.
17.
Your perception is a that.
13, I missed by 4.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry if I... Oop. 1 second, got a phone call coming in. BRB.
But I have noticed him, right?
Apologies about that. I am back. Alright, I take it Grills isn't back, otherwise he would have said so. Ah, yes, fun things happening here. Alright, well hey, at least Vi, you are free from the, right. Just in time for his
Do I notice this dude? Like, do I notice that he's a cleric?
Ah, do you notice he's a cleric? Well, he's short, cerebellum. Give me a perception check, actually. Separate from the one from earlier.
9.
9. You do perceive something. Give me an intel check. Penalty of 4. Oof. You see he has some holy symbol. You do not know what it is. It resembles... let me look this up. I have this written down somewhere. I'll go off.
If it wasn't for the penalties, I would have made it. My intel's 19.
I know. That's the thing. You know, you've got perfect memory. Let me do a percentage thing instead, because it's not a... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I gave you a second chance because you do have perfect memory, so if you've heard about it once, you know it. You have not heard about it. So here's a holy symbol you do not recognize.
I will commit it to memory.
Would you like a description of it, or not right now?
No, you can just tell me later if I see another one like it.
Yeah. Where is it, actually? I had it written down. There it is. It is an avian thingy, some type of bird. Right. So, Akromede, I think, is about to come back. Oh yeah, John gets 1,000 XP. Cassie was not dead, but she does get small XP for being petrified and surviving. Not much for her, but... Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, petrification is pretty much death.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm giving her half. So, yeah. Peter jumps ahead of John once again. Not that he was ahead, but you know what I mean.
So how tall is this cerebellum?
Oh, he's short. He is well below what should be possible for a cerebellum. He's about 3 foot nothing.
Was he born with midgetism?
Midgetism, I like it.
Dwarfism, but yeah.
Well, Vi, you don't know now, do you? That reminds me, I gotta write up that item. Let me pop it in my to-do list.
Grab some tissue. Oh, you already got spray on.
So remember, earlier today I managed to get my
Cool.
Witcher armor to Mastercraft.
We're gonna
Nice.
talk Sunday night.
Alright, waiting for grills before we continue.
Hey, guys, I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, so we're gonna drop the car and the keys off Sunday night, and he already knows it's screwed up. Yeah. Wow. Wow. God damn.
Vi will ask him about his holy symbol.
Alright, we're gonna cover that in a minute. But, yeah. Actually, we're gonna cover that in-game once Grills is back.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about that. I am here, but I'm not here at the same time. Y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah.
That was... Oh. Words fail me. Okay. Give me a minute. God damn, that is some bullshit. Oh, goddamn. Dad, you got blood running down your knees. Yeah, because I fell down outside and Oh, how's my car doing?
Oh, wow. That's fun. So, Vi, if you wish to ask a question, you must do so in character.
Oh.
You.
Yes?
Who are you?
I am Murinil, High Priestess of the goddess Nemesis.
High Priestess?
My bad. I misspoke, Aiden. He would have said High Priest.
I
Kill
know,
me
but
now.
you've already said it, and I'm going to roll with it.
Damn stutter. I misspoke. High Priest, I assure you. You know what, Aiden? 10 XP for keeping the Dungeon Master straight.
Hand me a goddamn
High
paper
Priestess
towel.
of who?
Nemesis, the goddess of revenge.
Dungeon Master. Would
Yeah?
I have recalled any ill will to Nemesis from my god?
You've never heard of that god before, weirdly enough.
Who knows? I have never heard of this god. And I will fight
Funny,
the urge to
a
pull out.
knowledgeling not
and-
knowing something.
Ah, yes. Yes,
Wow, that's
I am a cleric of Renelis, as you well can see.
Yes.
And this was not covered. This was something I am unaware of, and I do wish to pick your brain now.
Oh, I'm quite certain. Sadly, there was a disagreement between my faith and others of similar. There's a history lesson here. You could probably ask at your temple and receive the official version of events, whatever the good those
Of
would
course,
do
that's
you.
if I survive to get to that point. Yeah.
Yes, going after a dragon. I can only imagine how exciting that is for you all. Alright. Before I depart, there is one detail I wish to cover. And the High Priest looks over at Cassie, who is at this point, sitting down shakily and kind of... She's still rattling around, like she's getting a spoon of whatever is being served, and it's shaken in her hand. And he's addressing Cassie here when he says girl.
I've already forgotten his name. The player, not
Murnau.
the character.
1 second. Yes, Vi, you have perfect memory. Kurorami, you have perfect memory. You both will remember this. At long
Well,
last,
just-
the mystery man's name is revealed. Do you have any idea how many sessions you haven't known his name for? I've actually started making it a running gag. The High
I mean,
Priest.
to be fair, we've had very few interactions with the man.
It's true. Other than that time, he regrew Umbra's leg. And you all bugged him a couple times. But other than that, yeah. Okay, 1 second, because I need to do the thingy on my phone. It is that time of hour again.
Okay.
But I'm still here in voice. I'm just quickly typing something.
girl. I will make no pretenses here.
Then
This
I will
is
carry on with what Vi's about to say.
an holy sword. I would see it
What is wrong with her sword?
good. And I will waive the cost of
Just a minute, Aiden. I can't talk back in here.
I know.
higher offer than normally would be in such a case. All right, Lydia, clue me in, because
Hold on.
Okay, so Grills, Vi asked Murnal, who are you? And he introduced himself as Murnal, the High Priestess of Nemesis. And I was like, wait, Nemesis, who's that? And he's like, the Goddess of Revenge. And yes, he said High Priestess, like I just did now.
the low high priest.
Yes, the low High Priest, very funny.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, at this point, he's turned his attention over to Cassie. Vi, he will turn his attention over to you now with your question about what's wrong with the sword, and says that it is a... how best to put this? Blasphemy incarnate? Perhaps that's...
An abomination.
There you go, there we go, that's a good word. And yeah, Cassie's hand has kind of drifted over to the hilt of her sword.
Wait, Cassie is unpetrified?
Cassie's
Yeah.
unpetrified. Y'all got that undone, remember? There was actually a whole thing there.
No,
This-
no. I had to step away.
Oof. You were there for that, but regardless, you don't remember. Cassie was unpetrified. She, awoke, and she was screaming still, and her sword was still in her hand, and it started to glow brightly. And the High
That's
Priest...
right. I parried her.
You were going to, but she didn't actually attack. Fortunately, no one was in the mood to actually start a fight there, but they were certainly ready to continue it if it got started. So yeah, Cassie sheathed her sword to eat, and right now yonder high priest is...
Which sword is this that you would have, High Priest?
Say again, Grills, like, do you mean what sword is he offering in exchange, or...
Which sword? That is an unholy sword. I would see it destroyed. Give it to me and I will waive the cost of your petrification.
Yes, Ikaromid, he is referencing Cassie's glowing sword. You remember that one.
I cannot speak for her, but I can speak that she is with me.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything at this time?
High Priest. There are great dangers around here. I cannot see taking her down. The sword is very powerful in her hands. Maybe at a later date.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. I did
Nope.
a percentile roll for something here.
No, I'm not. And you know
Okay.
I don't.
No, not even at all what you were suggesting.
I am
Cassie.
the master of the leverage. Oh shit, she's gonna give it up.
Cassie unbuckles the sword. Ikaromid's right. We have a dragon to fight. You mentioned a better sword? And the High Priest nods slowly. Then you can give it to me after we kill the dragon. I'll give it willingly. I'll pay whatever for my thing you need to pay for the reversive petrification. Now, Vi, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, but no, it's already been fucked.
Oof.
I got steamrolled again.
Oh.
Again, Aiden, we're not rolling on all cylinders here. None of us are.
Lydia, did I steamroll you?
Yeah, and then Eminem steamrolled me again.
Well, I'm curious now. Would you be willing to share what the idea was?
Yes. Well, I was addressing him and asking, would he be willing to wait till after we kill the dragon, and if we don't kill the dragon, we return him the sword? Or he could take the sword as payment for the undoing of the petrification. But I never got to get it out, so it doesn't matter.
Lydia.
My God, man, you are so out of it.
I am. Lydia, please put it in tight. And can we double M redact, please?
Yes.
Put your hand on the wheel of time.
I will allow the redaction. Vi, you will be the one to offer the possible exchange. Cassie will say that she is agreeable. And the High Priest says that it is agreeable.
Hey, Lydia, listen to me right now. I'm sorry I talked over to you. I apologize. I am so sorry.
It's fine. I'm getting
no, it's not fine. I love you. I would never do that to you on purpose. Okay? Can we fix it?
Okay.
Awesome! Double M. Crank back on that wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah! There's my girl. So, Lydia, we're right now? Not a perfect answer, but good enough. Because, Lydia, I would never do that to you on purpose. Yes! That's as good as perfect as I can get. Okay, so Double M, where am I at in the wheel of time?
At this point, Vi has just made the offer, and the High Priest is about to respond.
Okay, where the hell do I look at that at?
I'm typing it up in in-character chat right now.
Of course, Lydia. You do realize I might have to take alternative actions. Unholy sword. I would see it destroyed. Give it to me and I will.
I thought I was supposed to type out the proposal.
Oh, do you wish? Then I can pop that there. Boop, boop. No, girl's gotta wait for Aiden.
Oof, oof. God damn, you blinded me, guys. Hey, Lydia, double M.
Yeah.
And let's see. Vader. Yes, I saw you just unmuted. Guys, thanks for your considerations tonight. I'm gonna go for a smoke.
Take your time.
Y'all have been awesome tonight. Fuck you, Vader.
What was that about?
Nothing at all. Other than that he's been muted the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, he's trying not to interrupt.
I haven't been absent the whole time. I just had nothing
I
to
know.
contribute, and obviously I shouldn't interrupt when active roleplay is
No,
going
it's
on.
okay, Mama.
Alright, I need to consider something here.
It's a little bit bloody right there and there. It's fine, Mama.
All the way to your ankle.
The stain wouldn't come off. No, Mama, I squirted it down with hydrogen peroxide. It won't come off. I scrubbed the hell out of it.
Did you turn my procedure?
Yes.
No, that wouldn't happen. It's nah.
Alright. Going for that smoke, guys. And if Mama comes through, just tell her it's okay.
Waiting on Vi. Alright.
Dang, already 8:40.
Yeah, man.
No big words, just very well constructed sentences, I hope. Or at least I think I just made a run on one and I didn't mean to, but oh well.
If it's a run-on, it's a run-on. People get tired and stuff. Alright, so for YouTube's sake, High Priest, might I suggest a deal that will appease all parties here? Since I assume you were the cause of Cassie being unpetrified, the deal I propose is, if Cassie is willing to agree to the terms, she could potentially trade you the sword for the one you offer after we've dealt with the dragon. And upon the event of her untimely death, but we have slain the dragon, we bring you the sword in exchange for the sword you offer, and with the gold to pay for the services you rendered to her. Or, take the sword after the fight with the dragon. As of this current moment, she will need her sword for the fight that lays ahead of us, but High Priest, I do have an academic Matter to ask of you later, if you would humor me. Right. Cassie, just for the verbalization, Aiden, I hope you don't mind if I don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
hope you don't
no
mind
fun.
if I tip this out. Cassie will nod and say she's agreeable to that, although she doesn't plan on dying. And for a second, she grins, and there's a tiny bit of the old Cassie in there. And the girl is directed over at Cassie, not you, Vi, because so on and so forth. You get hot in doing that. He ain't threatening Yale. Now, the Crormead is sadly absent for this, but he can read and respond to it as needed. It shouldn't be a problem unless someone wants to make it a problem.
Okay, sorry about my absence, guys. Where are we at?
In character chat.
Okay, give me a moment, please. I've got a message here. A replacement of the third order?
And yeah, just for the sake of verbalizing it, he's confirming here, Vasa, Peter, both asleep at the moment. They both essentially owe him 3,000 gold pieces worth of whatever they get out of the treasure hoard.
Actually, might I suggest we owe all parties involved. Here,
Same for
since
Cassie.
I assume you were the cause of Cassie being unpetrified.
I'm gonna let Grills catch up on that for a moment.
I'm trying.
I know, man, I know. Well, while you do that, I get to roll up the encounter. And this is fun. This is gonna be fun, guys. You're gonna have fun here. Let's see.
Once the dragon is slain, you will come to my home.
Monster.
The Mistwalker knows the way. When you hand me that sword, I shall arrange the replacement of the third order of peril, or accept it as payment for the undoing of your petrification. None of you at this table strike me as truly repulsive, so I shall assume your possession of that awful sword with mere circumstance. Whoa, I'm offended.
Why are you offended?
I'm not truly repulsive?
Actually, funny enough,
Wow.
you're good with him. It's me speaking as you all aren't lawful good in alignment because I'm chaotic evil in alignment.
But I'm not truly repulsive?
He's speaking in general to the table. Come on, man.
I am failed as a supervillain.
Are you chaotic evil?
Yes.
Then you are not repulsive to him.
How is chaotic evil supervillain not
Because he is too.
You share the same alignment.
Y'all could chat in alignment tongue if you wanted to about how being alignment is awesome.
Lawful good should be repulsed by chaotic evil, and chaotic evil should be repulsed by lawful good. Can't believe you just had to explain that.
You didn't, but you did.
Hey, son. Are you up on the details?
You know what? Actually, I'm just going to make these the regular type. Let's see what you do against them.
Your car.
Yeah, we're dropping it off Sunday.
Goddamn, I'm a supervillain and I'm not repulsive.
My man.
So, I shall assume your possession of that awful sword was mere circumstance.
Nice. And Vi, he will mention he is possibly interested in your idea. But his main goal right now is securing that sword.
Congratulations on defeating it, by the way. Oh, yeah, it's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's stroking the baby cat's fur right now, like as he talks. This thing likes him.
I thought Autumn
Okay.
had the cat.
The cat does what it wants. It's a cat. Have you met cats?
So, who is Meryl talking to?
So that would have been mostly towards Cassie, a little bit at the table towards the end there. He's addressing her because he assumes she's going to survive. You know, don't you dare try and fuck with me, or I will rain vengeance on you.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to break something off in that ass.
Huh?
Okay, Dungeon Master, where are we at right now?
You have your dungeon master very confused about what you just said, but moving forward. Dinner time at the table. At this point, Kassan's trying to get everyone to eat food so they stop threatening each other. The Kuromid, food, eat. Just, this does not have to be a problem unless you want to make it one.
I'm a Titan Veld. I don't take threats from gods or anything.
Technically,
The threat wasn't even
You don't know
directed
that.
at you, it's just Cassie. It's just Cassie after the dragon when her contract with you has expired. Oh, yeah.
Guy, I am confused.
Hmm?
Where are we at in the world?
In world, it's
We're-
dinner.
we're sitting at the table eating dinner. We're
Yeah.
trying to.
All right, then we eat dinner.
The High Priest will have dinner with you all, and Vi, he'll ask for details about this academic matter before he departs.
It's more on the case on if one can
Okay,
regrow.
so
Grills, you're starting to run over Aiden there.
mhm.
Sorry. Aiden.
If you can resurrect someone from hair.
From hair? Oh, interesting question. In academic purposes, interesting. Well, much as I hate to say it, your temple would probably be better equipped to answer this question, but give me a moment to contemplate. It would certainly be possible, but not directly via the spell
Well, the
itself.
reason I ask is because I have these hairs that I have given to a core maid here. It feels so weird to call you that, Mistwalker. I think I'll stick with
I will
Mistwalker.
produce those vials.
Alright, so either you go into the storm or wherever you keep them, you produce them.
I will, with courtesy, excuse myself from the table. Pardon me. And go to the storeroom and bring them back.
Oh, the dude, he'll
And
ask
these
you a second.
hairs, 2 of them should belong to 2 of his former compatriots? Companions?
That
Partners?
white hair could have been Umbra's. Looking at the coloration, yes. I forget the color the elf had. Was it black? Brown? Yeah. Alright. So, this isn't just a hypothetical, is it?
I never said it was an hypothetical. I said it was academic.
Academic. Well, academically speaking, it would certainly be theoretically possible. Yes, thank you, Akromid. So yes, the resurrection spell on its own would be insufficient. You'd need to regrow the body first, or the majority of it. A hair would be sufficient for something akin to... not quite a regeneration. It might have to be a unique spell. Well, not unique, but one that is not standard. I could see perhaps a spell of the 6th order of power being capable of regrowing a body, although the time it would take is questionable. And then from there, assuming everything's in order, you could attempt the resurrection. Quite
And how
a
much
undertaking.
would you... Sorry.
Yep,
High
go ahead.
Priest, how much would you believe such a... I'm blanking on... Services would it cost? I think I just screwed that up, but you get the point.
How much would the service cost? Well, that is certainly a tremendous undertaking. A spell of the 6th order, a spell of the 7th order. You could be looking at a significant amount of money. It has been a while since I have been inside a proper temple providing services. Keeping quiet counsel, but terribly misspelled. I'm not sure what that means currently, but we'll cover that later.
I'm shutting my mouth up and listening.
Alright. So yeah, Vi, the High Priest will say that he's not going to put a number on it, but you could definitely expect something in the higher tens of thousands of gold pieces of cost. Possibly even breaking 6 figures for 2 of them, but it's hard to say for sure. He himself would not be able to do that because the resurrection spell has a certain drawback to the caster that he cannot afford. So as much as it pains him to say it, you could journey to the Holy Land. Well, my Holy Land, your Holy Land would be different, of course. And they could possibly help you there. I myself would not be able to perform such a service.
Alrighty. Thank you for indulging me.
You are very welcome. Hold on. At this point, he has finished his food and drink and what have you. And Cassie, he will look at it again and says, "Remember, girl, that sword, or I will come and get it." And likewise, Kurormeet, Mistwalker, I'm not sure which title you prefer. You have paid me in part for the 2 sleeping over there, and for her, I will hold on to that as collateral until the rest is collected. Should she pay her sword, I will give back your 2,000 gold piece gems as expected.
With them.
They're sleeping right now. They will be resting for the next couple days. You said you were taking them to hunt a dragon, and the agreement was they would, from their hoard, share of the dragon's hoard.
Their portion of the dragon's hoard. But I cannot be accountable for how they wish to pay you.
I imagine they'll pay the agreed upon amount, or we'll come to a agreement.
Agreed. But at this point in time, you do recognize that I have paid a forefront for them, and should it fail, I alleviate you of your purchase.
Grills, I might need that in plain English.
Okay, so basically, if they fall down on the job,
you're not paying the price again. You're not paying the 3,000 gold pieces. He got the 2,000.
Nope. And he's not paying me back for their failure.
Alright. Agreeable. I agree to that solely because I am expecting that blade. Like, make no mistake about it, that blade is very important to me.
Their trade with your blade and that such is not of my worry.
Regardless, before we go, there is one final matter to attend to, which is done best over drinks. You were going to tell me all about this other world of yours. And I imagine the knowledgeite over there, why, she would be chomping at the bit to hear about this.
Then you will pay me 5,000 gold. And I will bring you another keg before we begin. And you will copy the scroll for me. Well, under the full protection.
It seems we have...
Otherwise, we will have no truck.
Let me ask, did you forget our previous agreement? Which, by the way, out of character Grills here, I think you're going back on the agreement earlier. Are you trying to do that, or... Because you do have photographic memory, so I can allow for a small spin at the time. The part of the agreement was he was going to come over to the keep, do this thing. You paid the upfront cost, and he also wanted to hear about this other world you were from. That was part of the whole agreement here. You're familiar with that?
Yep.
Okay, so are you knowingly at this point then, Akromid, going back on
I
your
am
agreement?
renegotiating the situation.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dungeon Master, at this point, Vi's gonna go to her bedroom and go to sleep. She wants no part of this.
Be careful
done
where you
eating.
step, Mistwalker. The sands are very unsafe. And at that point, he says a word. Are you doing anything at this time? Akromid?
Stop!
I'll see you later. And he begins to float up, and he will find himself to the door.
Stop!
What?
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He started to float up, and you're telling him stop. He's turning to look at you.
Our negotiation is intact.
From where I fly, that does not appear to be the case. You promised something, and you're failing to deliver to try and...
I will deliver.
One moment.
And double limits. Wherever.
Sorry about that. Alright. Chromid, where were we? So you explained you weren't going back on your thing because...
My word is gold. My gold is diamond. Now, you will sit down with me, neighbor, and we will holler her.
For the love of the goddess. Okay, fine. If this is a trick, then let's hear it. And he will float back down and sit by the table. And at this point, Kassan is giving John a side look, and John is grabbing one of the girls, and Autumn's getting the other, and you all are getting the room to yourselves.
John.
Yeah?
Kassan. Take to your quarters. See to Graf. John, see to the ballista. See that we are not disturbed unless we must be.
You got it, boss. And John's heading on upstairs, and Kassan's nodding, and yeah, heading to her quarters with Graf.
Very well then. Neighbor.
Yes?
I owe you high respect. Even though you have been dragging your feet. And I will tell you all that I know, but never again question my honor. Do we agree on this?
Very well. Grills, I'm having to turn you up pretty high. I know you're doing it for the dramatic effect, but it's making it hard to hear you sometimes. I got you at 190, man, and I'm straining.
Okay, so Dungeon Master.
Yeah?
I will tell him many things of Koal.
Okay.
But
the details
I
don't
am-
need to be hashed out right now. He will drink it in like a sponge, ask intelligent questions when possible, but for the most part, let you lead the conversation.
I'll string him along because I've got the upper hand right here, don't I?
Potentially.
Okay. Gonna play that out that way. He wants to know. He needs to know.
I think you have him confused with a different priest. But go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna feed him details. And at the end of in the security of my keeps. 3 hours? That is all I will share with you for now. I will consider you a good neighbor, and I will share more with you after. Have a good day.
Good night to you as well. You are welcome by my home, my temple, shrine, at any time. I apologize for the earlier insult. I admit my patience for others is somewhat lacking, but then again, others usually don't deserve such patience, we can agree. I shall see myself out.
You shall, and no apologies are necessary.
You're not Crow the Undying.
Damn
Hush,
you,
Vi, you're asleep.
I couldn't help it.
He will
I
float up
couldn't-
from his chair, open the door.
Somebody give Lydia 10 XP.
You know what,
Yes.
Grills? Because you asked for it and because it's a fair point, and that's good. 800 XP. That was actually well timed.
Okay, you're saying me, but not a character, and I know I can't apply this XP anywhere.
Vi.
Bye.
It's going to Vi. You're playing Vi right now. I look at you in the Discord and it's
Damn.
Vi. I know
You're
it's
just
Garrick and
soaking
Bellatrix in
it
the
up.
air, but those are separate.
You're just soaking up over me being stupid.
Honestly, it's very entertaining, but goodness, it's almost been a problem like 3 times in a row now. So at this point, yeah, this dude is, yes, word of recall once he's outside your house. And boom, gone.
Oh, hey, that was awesome, guys.
That was something, alright.
Lydia, I had completely forgot you were actually in the Discord.
Do we want to call this part of session here? Like, I know y'all are, well, Grills, you are incredibly tired, and that's kind of slogging things down, if I'm being honest. This could have been 5 minutes, and it's been 2 hours.
Ooh. Yeah,
Or if you want,
double.
we can, forge ahead bravely. We're at a decent stopping point here. We still got those 2 guys that need things, and we could switch over to the northern party, perhaps?
Sure.
Wait, the Northern Party?
Clyde.
Oh, yeah, Clyde, if you wanted to join them. Or alternatively, we can forge on with this, or we can call it here. My dinner showed up, but it's cold, so I'm going to have to warm it up later anyways.
Bellatrix and them.
How is it cold?
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't in the refrigerator. Yeah, it's still cold. What the fuck?
Well, double him.
Hey, I'm trying, man. Because I know what's going to happen. You're going to wake up tomorrow. You're not going to remember any of this.
No, fuck you, double M. You're wrong.
Uh-huh.
At least use lube.
Huh?
Yeah, sorry, girls. I'm straight. Alright, moving forward. I'm remembering the last time you were this out of it for session but pushed through with a certain grandfather of assassins.
Double M, shut up. Let me go for a smoke. And
Go for a smoke.
y'all double back with me on this. You're probably right, but
I mean, we could push through. It's another couple days of study.
double M.
I know.
I love you, bro.
I kind of want to do the northern since, I mean,
Okay.
If
Both
nothing
of
else,
you-
we got to go to
Survive.
tomorrow because I rolled up an encounter.
Okay. Double M, Lydia.
Mm-hmm.
I love you both. Now shut the fuck up while I go for a smoke. After I get 2 seconds away, go ahead and say whatever you want, and I'll be back. 3, 2, 1. Talk your heads off.
My dude is tired. Very steamrolly tonight. Appreciate you putting up with it.
I'm content to leave it here as it is and go.
So
the
northern
northern
party.
party.
Clyde has had enough time to get on over there. In worst case scenario, I have an idea. Oh, hey, Dom is live again. Alright, I need to make a note in timeline at least. Vasa and Peter must... Okay, that is noted.
I know we didn't do enough to get a level up, but some XP into that.
You will get some roleplay XP. Besides, we got an encounter coming up, and Dom is coming up, so I would like to stick through here with the Chromite if you're willing. If not, then, I mean, we'll see what Dom says. I'm sure he'll go either way, so if Chromite's fine either way, and you strongly want to go to the North Party, then we can toggle over to there.
I've kind of set out most of this session.
I know,
Past
man.
two sessions, actually.
I know, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I know.
Okay, it's going to end up around midnight, funny enough. Day 130. So, yeah. At this point, Aiden. So, we're going to handle future spells, learning, writing, so on and so forth, on a day-by-day basis, hour-by-hour basis, if we need to. Because this was a bit of a headache to figure out. Nothing against you, it's just, that's the better way to do it. So we're going to do the better way in the future. Okay, Myrtle has arrived, and now he has departed. I mean, hey, credit where it was due. Chromite was trying to get him to burn a commune so that he could do a 5th level spell. It's not impossible.
What 5th level spell?
I honestly forget at this point. There was something he wanted, and I've forgotten already. Oh, that's right. Speak with Dead, which I think is 3rd level, if I'm not mistaken. Or 4th.
Where the hell did I get up at?
Dom is hysterical. Because I did ping him about...
Hold on, guys.
Hold on. Alright, so Dom had mentioned that he was willing to roll the percentage die roll, so I tried to poke him, but he wasn't active because his phone died, and he told me that. So I was like, okay, if you want, you can re-roll it. I won't stop you. And, most players would be like, no, thank you, Dungeon Master. And he's like, no, I mean, sure, it's up to you. And it's like, no, you goofball, hop in voice so I can tell you how dumb you are. But said lovingly, nicer than that. Anyways, so Chromite, do you have a predisposition to play in the Denalia, the North campaign or South campaign at this point?
Oof.
I know, you've got a Chromite in the South.
Okay, Chromite in the South and,
possibly Clyde in the North.
Yes. Yeah, that's,
Do you have a direction one way or the other you want to swing? Hey, Dom! So yeah, Dom, you goofball. When you save, like when you make your death saving throws, what they call it in 5th edition, but over here we call it you make your resurrection survival, and the DM asks if you'd like to re-roll it, the answer is no, DM, I do not want to re-roll it. Thank you. Have a good day.
Honestly, I could not care less.
Really?
Who rolled it?
Who rolls it? Okay, I was like, you really don't care if Vasa comes back to life?
But anyways, I'm only gonna be in here for like maybe a minute or so because gotta drive home. Also, my phone's at 4%, so I'm not gonna be on for.
Bro,
And my parents are coming home.
Bro, I love you.
Into the
Get out of voice chat and save your 4% for like an emergency or something, okay? Charge up your phone. You don't need to be here if you don't need to. Vasa, you're NPC'd at the keep. You're alive. God damn, does being alive hurt. But you're alive.
I also have the XP to level up now, so I'll do that once I get back, if I
We
may.
can do that in voice together, okay?
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go. My parents are coming back,
See ya.
so I'll see you guys in a little bit, maybe like 10, 20 minutes.
Bye, Dom.
Goodbye.
Okay. So, Dom won't be here, so he's not a factor. Aiden, you want to do it. Grills, do you have a preference one way or the other?
Which way? What are we talking about?
Do you want to do the northern campaign at this point, where it's a little less stressful about trying to remember all the things to do? It's just, oh, I'm Clyde. I attack. I charge.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. So, Clyde, I'm going to pull over to you for a second before we kind of go over to Aiden's characters. Let me get maybe a better music going, by which I mean anything.
You don't need to.
I do. It helps me concentrate. Here, we'll do that. Might be loud. I don't know. I have this down a lot. Okay, so Clyde, you've been traveling around for a bit on your own. You know, with the money from the thingy, you've been looking around for jobs and stuff to do. And one day, you are approached by a man in stereotypical wizard garb, which is to say, hey Dom, that he is wearing a robe with a long pointed hat, holding a staff. And he sees you and gives kind of a small wave with his left hand because the right one's holding the staff, kind of leaning on it, and starts walking over. What are you doing at this point, Clyde?
Okay, guy in the staff, and he's walking over towards me.
You're in one of the middle of the country cities, perhaps a place called... Here, let me go ahead and... Yes, Clyde, we're going to switch over to the northern campaign because Grills is tired and we don't want to screw up a Crowmeat because he's that tired.
Yeah, thanks.
World map. Yeah, you're in a place... Where the fuck
Oh,
are
that's
we?
right. Dom needs to introduce his new character.
Yep. Well, Dom, if you're part of it, yeah. Yeah, you're in the town actually called... Not town, a city called Corey. Nice big old place.
Oof, that's really far off from where we're at.
Well, Dungeon Master, I'm I'm trying to find a new friend, but I've got to be careful.
Yep. So, Clyde, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have to look out for somebody that's
Looking out for like a thief or pickpocket, using this as a distraction?
sure.
Alright, so you know, you're scanning around left, right, center. You can give me a perception check if you want.
Let's see. I rolled an 11.
An 11. Okay, so you will pass your perception check. To the best of your knowledge, there are no threats around you. Anyway, Clyde,
Hey,
this guy's...
you, little guy.
Hey there. Okay.
Let's work together.
Aiden, the answer to that is 4, not 3. Dom, no. That item does not exist in this world, and you would have not been given the standard one either. Sorry, Grills, I'm in 3 DMs now. So, yeah, Clyde, the man kind of bows his hands. With one hand, he's kind of sort of steepled his fingers together. It's funky looking as hell.
Ooh, adjectives.
Greetings, my friend. I am Steven. I have an important thing I need to do with you.
Okay, I'm kind of worried about this because this is a sorcery kind of thing.
Are you saying that in character or out of character?
No, out of.
Well, what are you saying in character?
And what is this thing in character?
1 second there. That's funny.
I know, I screwed that up.
No, you're good. Well, my good man, Centaur, sir, I have no fucking clue. I have been instructed by the powers that be that I am to teleport you to a place you need to be. I was told it was...
Teleport?
Yes, my man.
Teleport?
Yes. I've done it myself many times. If you have eaten scrambled eggs for breakfast, I recommend finding a trash bin to vomit in. Anything else is good.
No, no, nay, I say.
Is that a pun, or...
Your sorcery. Nay.
It is for the benefit, I assure you.
No.
Well, this is awkward then. See, I was hoping you would say yes. Well, a good day to you then. And he kind of bows deeply at the waist. Apologies for the waste of your time. And then he taps his staff on the ground and the tip of it glows green, and you are teleported.
Screw
Nice try, though. Nice fucking try. On over
Come
to you.
on.
I mean, yes. Come on, Grills. You know that was gonna happen. Hey, tell you what. Give me a D20. I'll see if you resist the teleportation, in which case this goes off the rails.
Oh, almost off the table. 14.
Yeah, you do not make your saving throw versus these
I'm
guys.
screwed.
Yep. You are teleported. Did you have scrambled eggs for breakfast? No, you didn't. You're good. And yes. Dipping away from you, Vi and Bellatrix. You all are... Well, not Vi. Yes, Vi and Bellatrix. The two of you. Garrick, you've just fucked off to God knows where. Bellatrix, you're unconscious. Vi, you're in a different part of the world. Garrick, you're holding your sister. The nice people who stole your quest item on the horses have dropped you off about a mile away from the city. Yeah, limp walk, march your way into the city of Toriel once again. What are you doing at this point? Ooh, by the way, Garrick, give me an intel check. Weirdly enough, this wasn't planned by me, but this happened. 16. What is your intel?
Oh, I miss it by 1 point.
You miss it by
I'm
one.
15.
Rip. Oh, well. Well, you might see it or not. Alright, so what are you doing at this time?
Heading directly to my sister's temple.
Directly to the sister's temple. Alright. I'll give you that. Alright. Along the way...
Well, technically, I would have probably asked for the guards would have seen me, right?
Oh yeah, guards saw you at the gate, and, you know, they hailed you, asked what happened. They don't know who you are, it's just a traveler carrying another injured one.
Wait, what?
They see that you're a traveler carrying an injured person, they don't know who
Where
you are.
am I?
Toriel. Northern City.
I come from Toriel, though.
You know what I mean. Person, holding an injured person. Are you okay? What happened?
We were attacked on the way here. Is one of your guardsmen a cleric who could offer my sister healing?
No, but today's the holy day at that temple, right? Yeah, it's that. And they'll give you directions to a temple. Because believe it or not, today is the holy day of the god of healing, and healing is available to all for free. Well, not healing, but...
And someone get the alderman. Alderman, whichever title you gave them.
The village elder?
Yes.
Why?
Because we were injured doing a task for him. So if you could send him to where the temple is, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay. And, what's your charisma again?
10.
10. Okay. They'll give you, like, a small nod, and here, you go run to him, blah, blah, blah. Alright, you're going to the temple they directed you to?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Garrick, crossing over the threshold kind of makes your stomach twist and turn, and give me a constitution check.
16. My con is 18.
Your con is 18. You will hold down your lunch, breakfast, dinner. I forget when the last time you ate was. It's been a while. Anyways.
Hey, guys.
A couple of hours ago.
Yes, Akroid. You tapping out?
Yeah.
Alright. Sleep well, feel
Passing
better.
out. Sleep
Thank
out.
you.
And, guys, double him. You are maxing out. Double him.
Huh?
Yeah, you're golden.
Thanks, man.
There.
Girls, go to bed. You're drunk.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, did you
Okay.
drink? You sound drunk, man. I know you smoked, but...
Yeah. All right. Anyhow, guys. Good night. Sleep well.
Good
See you
night.
tomorrow.
Sleep well.
Okay, so that means that Clyde is actually probably not going to be joining the North Party just yet. I have a funny idea for that, though. Y'all did
But
not
at
see
least
that
he's in the
coming.
north. At least he's in the north.
Corey is further north than Renvera, yes. Anyways, so let me describe the temple a little bit here, because I want to not rush through things. I know you want me to rush so we can get going, but I need to give proper details when possible. The temple, it's like a giant tent, like a healer's tent from an old war movie, if you will. There are guards indeed up front. They have some clubs at their sides and shields with with red plus signs on them. And obviously they see you're injured and they usher you through. Come in, there's healers at the tent, and so on and so forth. I assume you're going through?
Yes.
Doing anything special, or?
Well, I'm currently carrying my sister, so I mean...
Alright. So yeah, Garrick, like I mentioned, as you cross over the threshold of this place, your stomach like twists, and it's like, you're uncomfortable here.
Are there any holy symbols on display?
Oh, plenty. That red plus sign. Give me an intel check.
14.
What is your intel? 15, you said?
15, yeah.
Yes, you recognize that symbol from some of your training. That is the holy symbol of Fernarno, the god of healing. Your order and his don't really get along because you're the type of guy who causes wounds, and he's the kind of guy that cures wounds, and you typically disagree on just about
Have
everything.
I put my sister down on a cot or anything if they've instructed me?
So you'll go inside, and there is a triage cleric there that will hold still and triage you and Bellatrix. And okay, put her on that tent there. A cleric will be by shortly.
Okay. But then after noticing the symbol and I know what it is, I'll reach into my bag and pull out the symbol I took off of Amanda.
Okay. Are you showing it to anyone?
I'm looking at it. Does it match?
No, it does not.
Damn it. Okay, I'm shoving it back in the bag.
Yes, Amanda's thing is a type of potion ingredient thingy, maybe. Well, you actually wouldn't know that, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Anyways, a cleric will come over, and at Garrick, she will say that she's... It is a she, of course, a cerebellium female. She will say that she's willing to attempt to cast a Cure Light Wounds on Bellatrix. Well, obviously she doesn't call Bellatrix by name. Alright.
My sister, yes. I'll grant her.
Alright, in that case, please stand back, and she, rubs her palms together, cracks her neck, and casts Cure Light Wounds. Ayo! Bellatrix, you are healed 8 hit points.
Woo! Am I conscious now?
You have that. Give me a perception check. Should probably be a wisdom thing, but we'll do perception.
9.
Alright, yeah. You're conscious, Bellatrix. Things hurt, but you're alive.
FHP, baby.
Mm-hmm. Here, hold still, and she will begin casting again unless you stop her.
Nope, holding still.
Alright, another 7 hit points, and at that point you're close to full. They're fine.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that would have been bad. I almost changed my strength to my hit point.
That would have been bad. Well, give me a second here. She will look at the two of yous. Fail. Pass. Pass. Well, yeah. Garrick, she gives you kind of an odd raised eyebrow, but says nothing more. If you all have any further need, today is the holy day. There is a bowl over there to tip in. It would be highly recommended after being healed, but those that are unable, of course.
I do request healing, Garrick will say, in a very sheepish voice.
Oh, Garrick requires healing? I apologize, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In that case,
He's 5 out of 16, so yeah.
5 out of 16, yeah. Really, they could have caught that. I apologize, I must have missed that. Okay, only 6 points of healing for you, unfortunately.
That's better than nothing.
Yep. And she will sit down on the cot herself and massage her temples for a minute. Alright, well, my children, be safe, be good. And at that point, she is getting up and moving out.
Garrick and Bellatrix were both health 30 gold.
Yes. Alright, you're both tithing 30 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Right, duly noted, duly noted. Good for you two. So at this point, Diana, I assume is how you say that. Dina? Diana. It should be Diana. Diana Sarana.
Yeah, that's Diana.
Diana. I figured that weird names are
Fair
weird
enough.
like that.
How's Diana? Not gonna get into that. Let's get back on track.
Yep, okay. Because I live in a bubble. And the bubble go pop. Okay, so Bellatrix Garrick, what are you doing at
Oh,
this
he has a
time?
question. Is that with the plus to healing?
That is with the plus to healing. That's why it was 6, 7, 8 instead of 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, only a 5th level cleric did that healing, but better than nothing.
Okay.
You know, you get the high priest in there at 20th level, and it's like, haha, 23 hit points restored. Although I'm considering nerfing that. I wonder if that's a bit too strong, but for now I'm just playing with it to see how it goes. So, anyways, what are y'all doing at this point?
Well, Garrick and Bellatrix will go wait outside because Garrick is telling his sister that he has spoke to the guards to send the aldermen here. They have bad news, and he will inform her of such by whispering it into her ear because he understands that they were asked not to make it publicly known. And wait to see if the alderman shows up. If not, march to his house.
Alright. How long are you waiting?
10, 20 minutes.
Okay. 10, 20 minutes are going to go by. Now, you don't need an intel check for this. The city is large enough and hilly. It would take about 10, 20 just to get to his house from there. Are you waiting more?
Oh. We'll wait an hour.
Alright, you wait an hour. Give me a second before I forget this, because I need to write this down before I mess up the timeline. Okay. Day 126 is actually Healer's Day, weirdly enough. Oh man, I can't use the... Oh, I could use them actually. They're low hit dice. I'll just have to reduce their numbers. Anyway, that puts you at about lunchtime. The temple does offer a complimentary lunch. Are you all partaking?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all partake. It's some pretty basic fare. Literally, it's like water and some bread. These people do not believe in the pleasures of the flesh. Well, not in that sense, at least. Anyways, a little bit after lunchtime, the one of the guardsmen does come on in, and the cleric asks them, and they speak to the cleric. The cleric asks them something. The guardsman responds to the cleric, and the cleric points to you all, and the guardsman comes on over and says that the elder can see you right now, so come with him. And I assume you all are coming with?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all come on with. That's going to take that long to get there. Okay. Along the way, Diana, you're not from here, obviously. You're looking around for contracts or monsters to hunt, just getting the lay of the land, whatever it is you've been doing. And you will spot this trio. One of the town guards and 2 people going somewhere looking like they're in a hurry. The duo, Bellatrix and Garrick, who I believe you know already what they look like, are clearly recently healed from injuries. Like, there's still a bit of blood on Bellatrix's thing that she's wiping off, so on and so forth. What are you doing at this point, Diana? Alright, you're following behind. They're moving decently quickly. Are you, like, chasing after them, or just following from a distance until they stop? Trying to catch up. In that case, Bellatrix and Garrick, give me a perception check, both of yous.
Bellatrix make it. Garrick fails it.
Alright, Garrick, you're too focused on where you're
going.
going. Bellatrix, you hear footsteps from behind you fairly rapidly. What are you doing?
Look over my shoulder.
Alright. Diana, please type in in-game chat or wherever and describe yourself. While you do that, I will go for a smoke. By smoke, I mean drink, and by drink, I mean bathroom break. I have returned. Let's see the new indicator. Something in party pictures. Alright, pretty good picture there, Dom. Nice. Obviously, like the, those look like bomb thingies on the blah blah blah. Those aren't there. Oh, there we go. Cat-like eyes, studded leather armor, and carrying 2 short swords
Oh, that's
with
the one I picked.
bandolier daggers. Oh, nice. It is a pretty good photo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Diana. If I remember correctly, actually, you're slightly taller than average and slightly larger than average, but still close to average, based on us rolling this today. So I don't know how accurate that description is, but it's fine. Anyways, yeah, you've got those cat-like eyes, and yeah. So, Bellatrix, you will have observed Diana. What are you doing now?
Turning back around.
We don't do schools here, Diana. Nice try, though. We don't do that here. Alright, turning back around. Yeah, Diana, one of them saw you and is just turning back around. What are you doing? Continues until I'm not having to yell to talk to them. Okay, you get closer where you won't have to raise your voice by much. And at this point, the guard turns and notices you. So what are you saying? Type it in in-game chat as I type my own thing, as you're going to start speaking right as he starts to turn. Alright, well, Diana calls out, and the guard turns his head and stops suddenly. His eyes go wide, and he turns slightly pale as he sees Diana, and he kind of half whispers, "No way. No fucking way." Bellatrix and Garrick, what are you all doing?
Well, if the guards have stopped, they'll turn around and look at the person.
Okay.
Bellatrix will question the guard, like, what do you mean, no way? It's just a girl.
Well, the
Have
cat
you never
eyes are
seen
kind
one
of
before?
off-putting. You haven't seen that before, but there's something else there.
I have 2 colored eyes.
It's different, Aiden, but
No,
is
that was
anyone...
in character.
Oh, that was in character? No, the guard hasn't said anything to that. It's just looking and
Okay.
staring
Well,
and
then
stunned for a second.
you never said.
Sorry. So, in character, are you saying anything to Diana?
What do you want? And that is Bellatrix addressing.
Right, waiting for Vasa to type. Man, I haven't gotten to use the clicky clacks.
I'm gonna go.
Alright, later,
See you
Vader.
later.
Later.
Derek will respond with, well, where do you think you get wounds from? Of course, a fight. Then he'll turn to his sister and say, this girl is daft. Let's go.
Yeah, so at this point, the guard kind of collects his wits, Diana, and he says to you, Miss, this is going to sound weird. I need you to come with me. And, you know he's stammering and indicating you should join with the group. Vasa is typing. I will wait for Vasa to finish typing before I continue to move y'all along. Aw.
Aw, what?
I rolled for encounters and I got an 11 when I wanted a 10 or lower to give you encounters. I need to update timeline also. Alright. Now are you all going to be chatting as you walk, or
I'm walking.
can I speed you along?
Oh, you know, just some wolves, some blood-sucking creatures, and some green, glowing little people. I don't know if I would know they were kobolds or not, so...
Give me an intel check. Kobolds are semi-common knowledge. Nope.
No.
Yeah, little green glowy people. Very, very apt.
Of course, this is Garrick talking, so it makes sense he would fail this intel check.
Yeah. Diana, they did mention the bloodsucky thingies.
Yeah, my character doesn't know what a scourge is. It just knows there's a blood-sucking thing.
No, you wouldn't know them by name. Those are not common knowledge.
I think it's more in fact she's a witcher.
I haven't handled that aspect yet, and we never really did delineate anything about not monster knowledge. In which case, we'll handle that later. For now, are you all going to keep talking, or can I speed you along?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. So, y'all will make it the rest of the way over to Elder Maximilian's long cabin, as they call it. And, yeah. Let's see who's in attendance. We got him, his guards, including the one old guy, and this guard here who, he asks you to wait by the entrance for a moment, the three of you, and he goes forward and talks to the elder, and he's whispering in a hushed voice, and covering his, his mouth with his hand, and the elder's eyes go wide for a minute, and he nods, and thanks the guard, and tells him to go get some lunch, and then get back on duty. And he beckons the three of y'all over to the table where he will sit down and offer you all some food if you're hungry. You all did just eat, so up to you. Alright, so Bellatrix Garrick, he looks at y'all and cocks an eyebrow in a questioning manner. Diana, okay, they'll get you some food. It's decent quality. Okay, I see y'all are typing. I was paged into the wrong channel. I was wondering why you weren't saying anything.
And from that, I will actually speak in voice and say,
Okay.
Garrick, this is Garrick speaking. So that's why I'm saying that.
Alright, well, Garrick, you'll finish your sentence, and he will pause you with a finger raised and he will say that. Give me a second to compose the words. We can speak openly here. No need to worry. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? And Diana, he will bow his head over to you. I am Elder Maximilian of the city of Toriel. Who might you be? Pleasure. Well, Diana, there's a long story here. Why don't you two give me the recap from the top?
Well, as we were going, we made great time. We got into a fight with some bloodsuckers on the way back, and some wolves. But when we got to the cavern, or the cave, whichever name you wish to give the damn place, some midget people, and then Beltrix will describe them in great detail because, photographic fucking memory.
Alright. At this point, Vasa, Diana, you can give me an intel check. 19. Nope. 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 Alright. Continue.
And those fuckers glowed green, and one got back up after we smacked it dead. Not happy about that. Beltrix says. But yeah. On the way back, we got attacked by wolves, and of course the Sturges were not Sturges, you know what I mean. The bloodsuckers, they killed Amanda. We couldn't bring her back. And then we got attacked by wolves, and we barely made it back. But on the way back, as I'm carrying Beltrix here, we run into a group of men, and on Garrick's face, he gets a very dark look, and he's glaring over at the old woman. A group of men, assuming all of them were men.
They were all men that you could tell, Garrick.
Okay. All right, thank you. All men, and they knew our names.
Well, the elder looks very confused. They knew your names?
They knew our names and what we were doing.
Damn. That's not good. So what happened? I take it you didn't try to fight them. That would have been suicide,
No.
and here you stand.
The one in charge had a wooden wolf mask / bear mask, whichever one. Did I write this down?
It actually kind of resembles
Yes.
both of them, Garrick.
Yes. Mask that hung off of his hip. And he asked for the chalice in exchange for our lives, and I am no fool. I'm not going to let my sister die. But I did commit to memory, because I chanted it in my head the entire way here, what his mask was. So that means someone in your camp how would you say this, Patrick? Betrayed you. That is the word you're looking for, Garrick. Betrayed.
That might not be the only option, but it is the most likely. I can see about that.
How many people knew of the reason we left?
Everyone who was in the room when you first joined, took upon your mission, but I think I have a question to ask someone, but that will have to wait till later.
Before I forget, Beltrix, so she'll bring out the map and say, I made an updated map.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Here, Would you mind if I had a guard run this over to our map keeper? Is the wrong word.
She'll hand it over without any complaints.
And he'll instruct a guard, run this over to such and so, tell him to update the map with that, and he will thank you for that, Bellatrix. The loss of the
And
chalice
Eminem,
is bad. Yeah.
just to remind you of a detailed description on how to get there and the insides of the place as well.
Mm-hmm. That does remind me, by the way, you are in a safe place now, Bellatrix and Garrick. You all get, let me check XP calc. 400 XP each between monsters and roleplay, and I can cross that off. Okay. So you gave him those details of that, and he's stroking his beard, as it were. Wolf mask, that is not good. Alright, I will need some time to get some information together.
He had a total of 8 men with him as well, Derek will say.
That is not good. I will need some time to get information together. Would you all be interested in further work for the city related to this incident?
I would prefer to go hunt them down, but sure.
Oh, that is the work. Now, it's possible they're
yes.
part of a large group of bandits that were thought to have moved on a year ago. Hence why we didn't mention them, because we thought they weren't relevant. So I need to get some details together. Can we meet back here in 3 days' time? Today is day 126. That would put us at day 129 in the morning. And Diana, I think it would be best if you were to come too. I take it that you are an adventurer seeking adventure, and the city is willing to compensate you should you be interested. And Diana, I'm waiting to see if you respond. Dom, you there, or are you unable to respond at the moment? Oh, Diana is typing.
Garrick will pipe up and ask for directions to but Amanda's temple.
Do you know which temple she prayed at?
He will pull out from his backpack her holy symbol.
Well, Mr. Maximilian, okay, that works. So Dom, he will accept your thing with a nod, and Garrick, he's going to look at this and say, I'm not familiar with this symbol. Hold on, actually, let me check. Maybe. No, I can't say I'm familiar with it, but if you'd like, I can try and make sure this goes back to the right temple. There are numerous temples throughout the city, and sure thing, give me a D100. $87. Yeah, you've got no clue. You're not very familiar with a lot of the religions and such, because that's one of the things they didn't do much teaching of over at the monastery.
I don't think it would be a monastery.
I'm taking some creative liberties. Okay, if that happens, I'll NPC you, Diana. You're good. Thanks for the heads up.
I thought you had it charging.
It can only charge and do stuff so much, depending on the age of the phone and blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. Alright, so 3 days' time over here. I am sorry to hear about Amanda. Then your car was turned off. Oof. I'm sorry to hear about Amanda. And I'm thankful at least that you all survived. And yeah, at this point he will dismiss you. And yeah. Is the party doing anything special at this time?
Well, I guess the twins would go back to their respective temples to sleep.
Right. Now, Diana, as you're heading out the door, he will stop. The elder will call you back, actually, and just ask if you have accommodations. Otherwise, he'll put in a word of good credit that you can get a room and meals over at such and so inn. This isn't important because we're just going to try and time skip over here. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. In that case, yeah, Bellatrix and Garrick, you can restore yourselves to full hit points. Your temples, or you yourself, will take care of yourself. Both your temples are going to want a debrief, if you will, on what happened, and I assume you all are giving them honest, faithful, accurate
Yep.
details, maybe even corroborating, because Garrick would be like, "Oh yeah, Bellatrix has a better memory of this part," and Bellatrix would be like, "Well, I was unconscious for this part, but Garrick," and your temples communicate.
Yeah.
So yeah, the temples get an idea together based off
And
that.
Bellatrix will even draw the temple a new map for the way to get there if someone else is required to go and retrieve water the next time.
Yes. They will thank you for that, and it will be day, morning, day, morning, day, morning. And on day 129, the appointed day, the sun will start to rise, and I assume you all have already started heading out from your abodes to be on time for yonder meeting. Alright, since no one has corrected me, silence is consent here. Y'all make it to your yonder meetings on time. So, it is much as it was before. The Elder, his guard, and, the Pale Woman's there, and she is currently throwing up in a bucket. They have her off in the corner of the room, and 2 guards are standing by her.
That poor girl.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm not going into the details. She is clearly violently ill. So, yes, he will, greet you all, ask if you had breakfast. Either you did, you didn't, you're offered food, you're good.
We'll
And,
eat. They will eat.
Alright. So at this point, Elder Maximilian will explain the situation. So he did some research. That is from a band of gandits, a gang of bandits. I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys.
A band of Gangits. I
Yes,
like
a
it.
band of gangits. I'm gonna have to make that a monster now. God damn it. Anyway, these bandits go by the name of Iron Fist. Their leader, the dude with the mask, is said to be a powerful unarmed champion. He used to fight in fighting rings, and he would beat people so black and blue they swore his fists were made of iron, hence the name. It's not inventive, but it is. So, not great. Supposedly a few years back, actually, like 5 or so years ago, he actually used to live in the city. He was a citizen, and then he came out that he was leading a gang of thieves. They got booted out of the village, and they've been a problem ever since, and yeah, bad blood. Supposedly a year ago they went dark. They thought either they'd been eaten by wolves or moved on, more likely, because the Iron Fists were known to be fairly resilient. But yeah, they have a camp somewhere, based on reports of stuff they suspect. It's, you know how y'all went to the southeast of Toriel? Yeah, they're probably to the northeast of Toriel. They don't have a rough idea, so you all get to be a scouting party. If you wish.
How many numbers his band?
We don't know for
Bellatrix
sure.
has?
We don't know for sure. It could be anywhere from a couple dozen to over 100. It can't be that large, we're thinking, because they've gone unnoticed for this long. Your objective is just going to be to scout out the area to the northeast of Toriel, searching for signs of bandit camps. Well, this bandit camp here. And, yeah. It shouldn't be too hard because the cessation of miasma caused by a magic crystal, which is essential for civilization, actually makes scouting pretty easy. It's just that you're going to be going off the established roadworks, and wherever they are, it's probably not visible from the established roadworks. So, yeah. Mostly the same deal as last time. If y'all need some items from stores, they can offer a limited store credit of like 100 gold pieces per person. Sadly, Amanda isn't going to be paying back her 25 gold pieces worth of goods. Oh well.
Considering she paid with her life?
Yeah. So yeah, any questions? And granted, this is all me just talking quickly out of character because I don't think you want to RP for another hour and then session's over. You want to actually do stuff.
No. We will take the free gimme there, if you will, for time passing.
Okay. So at this point, if y'all need to buy supplies and such, you will have time to go to the markets to do so. At this point, we go more into the more active session where it's not just me monologuing at you all, giving you the details.
Okay, give
This
me a
also
moment.
means I
I'm
start
gonna
rolling
look
for
at
encounters
armor.
again.
So both Beltrix and Garrick will. Well, hold up. Let me check here. They got that and that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Beltrix and Garrick will both take up that offer of money and buy
Nope, Dom dropped. Okay.
splinted armor.
Splint mail armor. Okay. Well, that's one step better for your armor class purposes, right? Damn it, I don't have a section for y'all. Here, give me a moment. I'm going to have to quickly make a thing.
Yeah.
I don't even have... Dom's character, I'm considering just having her park at the city, and then when we pick up next, it'll be like, oh, hey, guys, I followed from behind by about 5 minutes of y'all, just for simplicity's sake here. Sound good?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
fine.
you and me right now. It's hysterical, but we can do this.
I am getting some other guards with us, right? Or are we just there to scout?
You're just scouting, so it's just you two.
Okay.
The
Sure,
dynamic
okay.
duo. You're like Batman and Robin,
Please
but Bellatrix
be
and Garrick.
kind with the things you throw.
Basilisk. What page was that on again? Oh
Okay,
my
give me a
god.
moment to figure out my AC when asleep and awake here.
But yeah, Aiden, hey, on the plus side, I literally can't skip you. I literally cannot skip you. What am I gonna do? I'm not giving you an NPC cleric unless you want one.
I will take an NPC cleric.
Alright, so given how y'all lose sight of, what's her name? I've already forgotten her name. Diana, and you're like, well, shit, there's only the two of us, so I'm assuming you're going to a temple to see about conscripting a cleric. Most likely one of your temples, correct?
Would prefer the one for healing, but sure, I'll go with
Well,
whichever
you
makes
can
it
go for
easier.
there if you want. Keep in mind, Garrick, you're, like, opposed to them greatly. You're neutral evil, they're neutral good. You all don't see eye to eye on many things.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. I mean, if you want, oh, that's so unfair. Because Lagatha and Veritas get along great.
Yeah, no, that's actually Grills being very nice. Really, they shouldn't. Really, Lagatha should be calling Veritas like a bitch and weakling and wimp and pissing on her god and stuff like that all the time. But Grills gives
Well, I
us
mean, if he
special
tells me,
dispensation.
then I would change it, but he hasn't. So I mean,
Well, he gives us special dispensation. So I mean, hey, there are several temples in town. Some you're aware of, some not. Which temple are you going to search for a cleric?
alrighty. So chainmail is 5. Subtract 2, that makes it 3. Okay.
Popping over to brainstorming. Ranger, social class. Where the fuck did I put it? I think I went too far. Yeah, I'm too far. Maybe it's in Notes to Self? The 5 dwarf clans. Amanda, I can probably safely delete that. Pocket-sized
Wait a
white
minute, I think I
dragon.
screwed up. Okay. So split mail is 4, which shield makes it 3. So that should bring me down to a 1.
I can't find where I had that. Maybe it was in character sheets quick reference. That's probably it. Yep, there you are. There y'all are. All y'all. So Bellatrix, your armor class is going to 1/2, depending on awake or sleeping.
Yeah, and with or without shield.
3/4. That as well, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I got
assumed
you.
that you're gonna have your shield.
Well, when it's awake, I have my shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's spell tricks.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. I already got it up.
Okay, so it's 3 and 4 for the carrot. Okay.
Alright, so hey, man, we got an hour. We can run this shit.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Back in the day, solo mead ran very quickly.
Of course, after they put on their new armor, they will reload their crossbow bolts because I have not done that.
All right, reloaded. I'd give you like the shotgun, but yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I got one better. Why is Gamora?
Well, shouldn't I also be against good since I'm lawful evil?
Yeah, neither of y'all particularly care for good, but that isn't going to stop you if you need healing on Healer's Day when it's free.
Okay.
Like, granted, you could have gone to y'all's temples, but... And yet, believe it or not, Aiden, so to determine the holy days, I just did a D360 to determine which days were which and re-rolled on duplicates, and it was day 126, the day you all showed up injured. I swear to God.
Okay. That works for us. I'm not gonna complain.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have done that normally. Just no.
Alright. We'll begin heading out.
Okay, let me go check my holidays list just to make sure nothing fun's happening. Chronological, day 130. Ooh, Remembrance Day is coming up. Ooh, there's a full moon coming up. You all brought silver, right? So, hold on. Are you heading out, just the two of you?
What's the healer? I thought we got one.
Alright, so which temple are you going to get healing? Not healing, but get a healer.
We'll go with... You know what? I'm going to do 1d2 to determine. If you're okay with that.
I am fine with that.
And it looks like we're going to my brother's temple.
Alright. So the Temple of Zarabad, as I've described before, is like a giant barracks, basically. This town, it's pretty small, all things considered. Clerics. This came important because different temples, different size, different things available. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we dig up. I'll give you that chance of that. So... Okay. I will need a moment, please. I have your cleric. I rolled them up a long time ago.
Yeah, take your time. I'm in no rush.
Plus... Nope, just that. Yes, this cleric has a two-handed sword and field blade because she is also a fighter. Which actually means her hit points are at there, not there. She is wearing field plate? No, that can't be right. She's too low level for that. Rerolling. Yeah, she's in chain. That has a base of 5. She does not bother with the shield. Where the fuck did she get a magic?
Okay, just for out of my curiosity, what level is she?
1/1 cleric and fighter. Okay. Two-handed sword, chainmail. Yeah, okay, that's good. And 2 first level spells. What's her wisdom? No, that's her bonuses. That's right. So she should actually be at there.
She should have 1. She should have a total of 3.
Yeah, no, it's just I took a second level cleric and downgraded it to a 1/1 because I had already used my first level cleric for the one shot. That's why I need like 20 of them. Okay, apologies though, all good here. Her armor class is different though, so chain is 5, she has that. Okay, that's her dexterity bonus. Okay, so you are joined by, that is a terrible name. Harriet? No, that's too long. Fuck me, I can't think of a good name. Jula.
Cleopatra. Oh, okay.
You know what, Cleo. Her name's Cleo. Unless you don't want me to. You okay if it's Cleo?
Cleopatra.
Okay. Yep. She's gonna shorten it to Cleo. People don't go for long names. Do you want a different name?
No, that's fine.
Okay, so it's Cleo. Alright. Yeah. Here's Cleo. She's a human. Female. She has an 8 comeliness. She is not pretty, but she's not ugly either. She's just kind of there.
Well, I'm a half human, so it does work. So.
Yeah, no, she's nothing special to look at. Grills has taught me that, because Jesus Christ.
She's the girl next door.
The girl next door with a two-handed sword and chainmail armor. And yeah.
What color hair and eyes?
I honestly didn't roll that. Give me a second. Oh, fuck me, running sideways. Brown hair, brown eyes. Very simple. Makes sense. The North, they have darker colored hair and eyes, typically. Actually, her eyes are hazel, my bad.
Actually, it's more common than not that they'd have lighter hair color in the winter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Brown
Because
hair.
and you want to blend in, and lighter things happen.
Well, Denalia doesn't conform to logistical stereotypes, it conforms to stereotypical stereotypes. Anyway, so you got Cleo with you. She's a cleric of Zarbad. They aren't required to be multi-classed fighters, but they are strongly encouraged to be. And you, Garrick, know this.
She's pretty well on in her age, isn't she?
Human cleric fighter? Not too bad. She's not young, she's not a spry chicken. She's in like her 30s or something.
Well, you got
spoiler,
Garrick's attention.
Great. For what it's worth, Garrick, you... No, I shouldn't say it. She does not look nearly as strong as you. Like, she can heft a two-handed sword, and she might even be able to swing it. But she does not have 18 exceptional strength.
He doesn't care. She's from her temple, or his temple. So.
You might even know her a bit. Regardless, at this point, y'all ready to head out, or are you doing more?
Yes.
Alright, now, Dom's character will have been following behind 5 minutes if he shows up. Give me a second to consider what spells she's going to, because, you know, she'd have spells memorized.
Cure Light
Yes,
Wounds.
it's Cure Light Wounds times 3. How did you guess? Alright.
I mean, to be fair, I'd do at least one Cure Light Wounds, maybe one command.
Commanding your enemy to die so you can stab them in the head? Brother, that is a sign of weakness. You must kill them yourself.
No, I would say command them to fight. They try to flee.
Command them to fight if they try and flee. That is brilliant. Play 2. Okay. Yep, Dom dropped offline. I don't think he's coming. Okay, so, it will be a bit after midday by the time this is all said and done. I kind of let myself get carried away and forgot to keep track of time, so you all get to give me.
It's fine.
So, yeah, midday. Oop, accidentally deleted that. Alright, all good. And yeah, Cleo is walking behind y'all. I assume y'all are walking?
Yeah, we didn't get a wagon or a horse or anything.
Alright, on foot, brother. Yes, alright, so she's fine with whatever formation, but she'll recommend sticking her in the back. She has a big sword, but... I trained more to be a battle medic. Fortunately, however, Diana shows up at the last second. And, hey Diana.
Oh.
So Diana, the group is about ready to set out. I'll give you a small gimme if you need to buy anything. You can retroactively start buying shit, because I want to keep things moving for the last 50 minutes. Sound good?
I'll have it. But, they're good.
Alright. So yeah, give me a formation and tell me the pace. Yeah, I believe we still have... You can adjust the old Night Watch and marching order formations there. Why can't this be warm? I'm hungry. Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna go quickly do a type. Also, the bot keeps cutting out for me and it's annoying me.
Who's Cleo?
NPC cleric.
Oh.
There you go, Eminem.
Thank you. Okay, we have our marching order. Bellatrix, Garrett, Cleo, and Diana. Okay. Hey,
Do
party
you
just
like the little
done.
message?
I did. Must protect Healbot. And you got that. Okay, so, at this point, how fast is the party moving?
Did I get my map back, by the way?
Yeah, you know what? They'd have given it to you back when you showed up again. So you got your map. And they have like a small like red circle area to investigate. Like they circled out a thing here. I do not have your map in front of me, but here, if I open up Paint, I can give you a rough idea.
Okay.
Just a moment, please. Oh, okay, that's fine. This is not to scale. The thing you're getting will be, roughly. The point being is that the 10 to 20 miles indicates the distance as a straight shot there. There's a road going from the eastern part of town just straight east, and also from the western part of town straight west. Anyway, you can all feel free to compliment the DM's beautiful artistic skills that are literally the best thing you've ever seen in your entire life. And when you're ready, let me know the
I'm assuming the
distance and
circle is the city, right?
Yeah,
And we're going that way.
that's the rough idea. If you're taking the road, which you could, and then veer north after a point, that would be better. Like, in terms of just more road to travel on, but then you might miss the camp. It's up to you.
We'll just go the way we're going.
Alright, so you're gonna go as the crow flies? Okay. And obviously they don't know exactly where. That red circle should be a lot bigger, but considering the size of the city, it's to scale, that part. Alright, how fast is the party moving? Granted, you're going to be going over some wilderness and stuff, having to fight through brush and what have you.
1.5 to 2 miles, depending on what terrain we encounter.
Alright, shooting for 2
Then
if
with,
you can.
10-minute breaks here and there so I can update map.
Yep, okie dokie, so pretty chill. Give me a minute to go figure out how long it's going to take for y'all to see. Because y'all are going to go over there to there. That's going to put you over there. That is a distance of... Alright. Okay, first hour of travel. Nothing much happens. Second hour is decent. Third hour. Fourth hour. Fifth hour. Wow, okay, that's 5 hours that just passed on by. Oh, I miscounted. That's an extra there. Yikes. Alright, so you've got a couple more hours yet. Because, yeah, it's that many miles away. It is, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, because I'm not calculating the... Damn it, I'm dumb. It should be that many. Now that's 5 hours traveling. That puts you at... Alright. So yeah, 5 hours of travel. There's still like another 2 or 3 hours of sunlight. You know, y'all have been taking regular breaks and stuff. Hydrating as needed. Is the party continuing?
Yes. Continuing
Okay.
for 2 hours and then breaking for camp.
Alright, continuing for another 2 hours. And amazingly, nothing wants your bacon this time around. It's insane. Imagine getting these rolls previously. It would have been so much better. Alright, it's been another 2 hours. Nighttime is about like an hour or so away. What is the party doing at this time?
Dom, if you don't mind, can I say what we're doing, or do you have anything special you'd like to do?
Nothing special here.
All right. Then we will break camp. Set up a camp, talk about how to handle, how to scout this area, and discuss watch. Just relaxing for the hour, because
Cleo notes that if these are human bandits, then because I assume you filled her in on some of the basics, we're scouting out some bandits. Then their camp has to be protected by magic crystals, which means that if you just look for the cessation of miasma, like if you could climb a tree with a spyglass, you could probably find it right now. Don't have a spyglass, but there are plenty of trees. Yeah, this is a decently forested area you guys are in. Plenty of non-malicious wildlife, or so you assume, living in these trees, birds.
How tall are the trees?
Oh, the trees are decently tall. They stretch from like 60 to 100 feet tall. They're, think spruce trees from Minecraft in terms of the leaf arrangement.
That's still a 30 feet drop, though.
Say again?
Well, if we climbed up, we'd have to at least get up to 30 feet in the air to be able to notice a...
Oh yeah, no. I wasn't saying I should climb it. I'm terrible at climbing.
No, I'm talking out loud, if you will.
Alright,
How strong do the trees look, Dungeon Master?
Oh, these are big, strong, I want to say oak trees, but whatever the type of tree they are. They're actually pretty, hefty and stuff. Walls of certain cities, back before they were made with stone, were made with stout oak beams and such, but the houses, these are good trees. This is northern lumber you're dealing with, not some piddly southerner's piss poor excuse for a tree.
Bellatrix will attempt to climb 30 feet to see if she will change into just her chainmail to, not get too weighty.
Reduce your encumbrance.
Yes, I'm pretty much just going to be standing in my chainmail.
Now, you're still first level, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, okay. You manage to grab hold of a branch or two and start to pull yourself up, and then snap, branch breaks off. You put too much weight on it.
I will look for sturdy tree limbs to climb up on.
Alright. You will find some sturdy tree limbs. Are you attempting again?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You start to climb up one, and then, some fresh snow, because it actually does still sometimes snow, or sunlight hasn't reached it yet. Gets under your fingers, and your fingers slip, and you don't hurt yourself, but you do. Your fingers do slip off the branch.
Power through.
You're going to keep trying. Okay. Okay, yeah, again, you try, and this time you actually do fall off the damn thing. You don't take any damage. You haven't fallen far enough, but it's harder than it looks. You swear. Granted, you don't have much experience climbing walls or trees. And granted, they're trees. They're pretty easy to climb in general, but... yeah. Here's a hint, Hayden. You're trying to climb walls as a non-thief. I'm giving you a chance of success, but you keep rolling high, and it's not that great of a chance. I wonder, is the wall climbing stuff actually delineated here, or is that still in the DMG? Because I'll double check my work just to be sure. Wall climb.
I would think climbing a tree would be something all humans can do. It would be kind of basic in this world.
Well, hold on a second. You've got yourself a rough with ledges and many protrusions. Because there's a whole wall climbing table and feet per round, but there's percentile chances, and you're wearing armor. It's... Yes, it's chainmail, but that's still weight. And you've got the arm strength, but it's iffy.
Fine, I will take off my chainmail.
Alright, hey, now I can treat you as a first level thief. Alright, give me a second over here to then pull up this. Heyo. Alright, that seems to have done the trick. You actually managed to get up. Now, let me go see. How high did you want to climb? 30 feet?
30 feet.
Okay, so for that, not
Most
slippery.
walls of a camp wouldn't be higher than 15, so if there's a camp, going 30 would give me at least a sight inside.
Oof.
Or at least I'd be able to
Alright,
identify
you
it.
get the first, like, 20 or so feet up, and then the branches start to get a little bit thinner up here. You keep going?
At 30 feet?
It depends. The branches, it's, words are failing me. New branches are thinner and not likely to support weight. You're avoiding those as best you can. There's thick things. This also isn't a
How
mini
far
branch
am I
tree.
up?
About 20 or so feet.
Alright, 20 feet will do. I will slowly look towards the direction or where my memory says the camp should be at.
Alright, and let's see. It's at this time of day. You're at that height, which gives you some visibility. There's a lot of trees. Like, a lot of trees in the way.
Is it close to night?
It's about an hour from night.
Well, they would still have fire pits, so I would also be looking for smoke.
Alright, smoke, fire pits, the glow through the trees. What is
Well, I
your
wouldn't see
perception?
the glow, but I would see the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Because that rises into the air.
Yep. What is your perception again? Hold on, I have it. Ooh,
Oh,
damn, a
it's
nat
16.
1. I actually rolled without looking. Nat 1, wow. Okay. Yeah, you think you might see some smoke rising to the distance from the northeast.
How far can I dodge based off of what it looks like?
That's going to be a bit harder to tell. It could be 5, 10, 15 miles. You're not quite sure.
No, but I'm looking for a rough estimate of myself, though.
Run that by me again?
I'm looking for a rough estimate of what I would assume, so I'm asking you how distant would I assume it could be off?
Alright, about 5 to 15 miles. Somewhere in that range. Probably close to 10.
For a conservative thing, I will assume 12 miles, if not 13. Okay. I will slowly climb back down.
Okay, give me a percentile die roll. I keep doing these quietly. I should make you do them. Oof.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yikes. Yeah, okay. So you were 20 feet up. You start to climb down. Assuming in the midway, that's 10. Yeah, that's a single point of damage. You fall on your bum kind of hard. Ow.
Okay. That's what I can find my, no. Would I be bleeding from that, or?
No,
I don't
that's
think
like you
binding-
landed on your rump.
Okay.
It's like, son of a whore. Ow. You can do a bind of wounds, which is basically rubbing it tenderly, and that restores the hit point.
I will do that.
You rub your ass tenderly. You're 1 hit point back.
It is 1 hit point I was down that I would desperately need at night, and I will put on my armor.
Okay, putting on your armor again. Duly noted.
Let me look
Garrick
at first
and Diana, what are you all doing during this time?
Garrick is laughing his ass off.
Yeah, Cleo's asking if you're okay. And,
I am fine, Cleo. Just a wounded pride, really.
I did suggest
Cool.
not doing that, but glad you're okay.
But
Diana.
I do have information. It seems the camp is about roughly 13 miles, maybe a little bit more away. There's a camp. I saw the fires.
Alright, we could probably make that in a day if we push ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope it's the right one. I need to stop eating, because I keep eating, because I'm hungry.
Yes.
I just
Let's
realized.
hope it's the right one. And with that, Beltrix will make a lean-to to put her stuff underneath. You know, bedroll, her sword, her shield, her backpack. Garrick will follow shortly after making a fire pit.
I never did finish that. Apologies, I'm hungry enough that I started eating my chicken cold.
It's okay.
Alright, burst of energy, burst of energy. Okay. So, at this point, what do we got? Y'all going on night? Night watch? Y'all going on night, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check the last hour before nightfall. All good. So then we have Diana, you're up on first watch.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Diana, you have infravision. Not very good of it. You, literally, like, something could be walking really quickly and get to you in about 5 seconds from when you could see them. But you'd hear them first.
Only 30 feet of infravision, but still goddamn infravision. Better than nothing.
Yep. Alright. How long are you keeping watch for?
2 hours.
Alright, your 2 hours are up. You don't believe anything has happened. What are you doing at this time?
Waking up next watch.
Okay, who's next watch that you're waking up?
The formations. Bellatrix is next.
Bellatrix is next. Okay, well, Bella, you're up.
I will get up, grab my shield. Won't bother putting on my splinted. I'll just take the chainmail, my shield, and longsword and patrol the around the campfire, looking out.
Okay. Oh, give me a moment, please. Alright, well, most of your watch is going to pass by just fine. Yeah, most of it. And give me a second to update clock. It's close to midnight.
Just like how you said most.
Yeah, it's close to midnight. It's like maybe 10 minutes before your watch is over, thereabouts. So, yeah. Describe to me how you patrol camp, please, Bellatrix.
Well, if you can't remember from last time, I try and keep my back to the fire, but I keep stocked because I'm pretty sure the Celebralium does not have infravision. So I am making sure I don't lose my infravision. And when I have to restock with fire, I shield my eyes and slantedly look down at the ground. And
Alright, so the point is you keep your back to the fire, and then you just, try and patrol in a circle?
Yes.
Alright. So,
quietly, not wanting to start much.
So they're approaching from that angle. You are over there, so you're actually going to be pretty close to them. And I don't think the bot is playing, is it?
I don't know, I have it muted.
Yeah, I have it muted too.
Aw, it's just me? That's a shame.
Well, most of the time I have issues trying to hear people over a bot, so...
Yeah, to be fair, I do too, but I just keep tweaking the volume up, down, endlessly. Like right now, it's too loud. I had it at 80, now it's at 60. So, yeah, Bellatrix, you're on your watch, feeling sleepy, feeling tired, and give me a perception check. 1 second. And while you do that perception check, I unfortunately must pause for a moment. Right, I have to pause for just a second to do something on my phone. Apologies. I'd say get a smoke break, but no one here smokes.
You don't know.
That I'm aware of, at least. Okay, done. 12. Okay. Yeah, you perceive heat signatures. Very small ones, maybe a foot off the ground or so, crawling towards the campsite.
How many do I see?
You see 4 of them. You have infravision of 180-foot range, so funny enough, this is as you start to turn, it's like they pop on in. It's like, oh, they're maybe 150 feet out. They're moving fairly slowly.
Are they making their way to us, or are they gonna look like they're just bypassing us?
It looks like it's on an intercept course with the campfire.
With the campfire, you say?
You can give me a second perception check at a penalty of 2. Like they're heading straight to the campfire, the campsite, that type of deal. They are not moving past, by the looks of it. 13. Nice. Yeah, something in the woods behind the small heat signatures outside of infravision range is making crunching noises as it steps and leaves.
I put out the fire.
You put out the fire. Okay, other members of the party, give me a perception check, please. Bellatrix, basic camping etiquette here. When you have a fire going, you have a
Dirt.
thing of water. I assume you're using that?
Nope, dirt.
Dirt. Okay.
It suffocates it quicker than water does.
Fair
It
enough.
doesn't make a
I'm not much
sound.
of a camper, so I don't know. Well,
With water, it makes a hissing sound. With dirt, it just instantly. It doesn't. Well, not instantly, but it suffocates it.
Fail.
Soundlessly.
Fail
Oh, right,
by...
I'm Garrett.
yeah, Garrick, you'll need to make one too. For those of you that make your perception checks, the firelight dims suddenly. What are y'all doing? As Cleo rolls out of bed and grabs for her two-handed sword.
Sleeping.
Garrett will roll out of his bed, picking up his two-hander, and he'll ask his quister, his sister, in a quiet, kind of hushed voice, what's going on, and Bellatrix will reply, 4 heat signatures coming our way, which looks like on an intercept course, and they may something bigger may be behind it.
Alright. Now, really, I should make you like dice percentage, but I'm gonna give you a gimme that you got most of the fire out. There's like a couple dying embers, and okay, so Bellatrix and Garrick, y'all are running off your infravision, and Cleo, as a human, does not appear to have infravision, and Diana, you're sleeping. So
Yep.
Bellatrix and Garrick, I'm gonna start with new. Hey, the first and probably last combat of today. What are you all doing?
Keep in mind, Double M, we aren't, the smartest players.
Oh, fine. The mini basilisks only petrify after you make the saving throw after a bonus of 6. You're fine.
It's more the fact I'm talking about the fact that that we're about to go to a bandit camp. You think we're not going to fight them? We're players. What do you expect?
Well, you can certainly try and fight them. No, do not eat now. Wait till warm. Alright, still waiting on Bellatrix and Garrick.
You caught yourself this time. Good job.
Hey, you make the same mistake a few times, you're still gonna keep making it. On the plus side, I get to use my dice finally. I was very sad because I didn't get to use them yet. I mean, no, actually, it's not true. I've been using them this whole time, but like to kill you all. Move back to clear and defensive. Shield raised high, sword in front of her, set to receive. Parry attacks, I see it coming myself. Stay close and attack what is in front of me. Alright. Cleo's probably gonna jump a little bit at that and try and nod and like, okay, if I see it, I'll try, but... And Garrick's moving forward to the edge of camp if at all possible, past Diana's side and kick some dirt in her face as he gets in line with the 4 heat signatures where his sisters said they were coming, set up to do a sweeping attack. Alright. Well, Garrick, you're going to go on and do that. You can go ahead and give me a d20 for trying to kick dirt in Diana's face.
4.
Diana, give me a perception check. 7. Right. Some dirt will be kicked into your face. Not a whole lot of it. Garrick, you missed most of it, so you're good. You're lucky you didn't kick her in the face.
Well, I was trying. I didn't know how to describe walking past, hoping that the dust particles or whatever I kick up would smack them in the face.
Yeah. So yeah, you see these 4 heat signatures. They appear to be small quadrupedal monsters. Let me see if I can pull one up so I can get a good description. Alright. So I'm just going off the shape of it, because you obviously don't have the thing. Yeah, it appears quadrupedal. It's got long front appendages that extend out by maybe a foot, and then the body itself is maybe another foot. It's small, like, for that matter. If you were standing up straight and this thing walked up next to you, it wouldn't come above the top of your boot. Yeah, these things are approaching closer, and these front appendages kind of lift up into the air. Bellatrix, you've set to receive. Diana, you're grumbling and grabbing your 2 short swords. Okay. So you're still getting up at this time.
At least I got you up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Garrick, these things are going to creep closer and closer and closer. The lead one has lifted up these front appendages, revealing it has 2 shorter leg stump things underneath those that it's like using to walk forward with. They're still about 40 feet away at this time. Is the party doing anything special before I advance time?
No.
Okay. Then, Garrick, after they get about another 10 feet or so forward, this thing lets out this screech and leaps at you from 30 fucking feet away. Oh my goodness, it's like it was on a springboard. I would play the exact sound, but you both had the bot muted anyways.
No, I can hear the bot. So it's like the face hugger.
You're thinking of the face hugger. That's pretty close. Yeah, hold on. I need to be on the DM screen. Okay, monsters. This many hit points. Your armor class right now is 2, I believe?
No, mine should be 4.
4. Well, thank you for the honesty. This thing will miss you. As, yeah, the others are starting to follow suit, lifting up their legs and following from behind. Give me an initiative roll.
6.
Alright. Now, if the information that these things leap at you, are you changing your action, or are you going to try and wait for them all to, like, jump at you to do a sweeping attack?
Trying to wait till the other 3 jump and then sweep attack.
Damn. Garrick, you got balls. Oof. You are armor class 4. They need a... Ooh, that was close. Oh, that's on.
But I'd like to point out I should have range.
You got range, but they're jumping at you from 30 feet. Like, are you gonna try and sweep? Because they're not all jumping at the same time. It's like one, then the other, then the other, then the other.
Oh. Well then.
Do you wish to change your action?
Yeah, I'm just going to attack.
Okay. So you're attacking the one that just jumped at you, the first one?
Sure. Yes.
Alright, roll to hit.
I'm pretty sure
that's a hit. Dice your damage.
Do I need to?
No, you don't. These things don't have that many hit points.
1,
And A
10,
goes down.
I think I will just for prosperity's sake.
Go for it.
So that's a +6.
Alright, 15. Okay, so Bellatrix back to Cleo in a defensive manner, shield and sword set to parry and receive. Stay close attack what is in front of me. Garrick, you're over there. Diana, you're doing that. Alright, so Garrick, you'll swing and take that one down, and ooh, yeah, it screeches and so on and so forth. The crashing noise is getting louder by now, by the way. And,
Feeling louder?
Yeah. So at this point, the others are also jumping at you, Garrick, and this is where things go bad. The next one jumps at you and misses, you dodge back. The next one jumps and lands firmly on your head. Let me double check my monster entry just to make sure before I do this. Monster ideas.
You've made the fucking goat.
I made the what?
You've made the fucking face huggers, didn't you?
No, they're not.
You made those
facehuggers.
little motherfuckers, didn't you?
Tick motherfuckers. Why? What on earth would give you that idea?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Anyways, you have 16 hit points in total, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're in danger. Yikes. You know
So
what? I'll
remember,
make
I
it
don't
2
go
instead
down
of
till
1.
-10.
It's true, you don't. That would come into play here. You know what? That might have just saved your ass. So yeah, you know
And
what?
is there
That
a
makes you have
saving throw for
26
this?
total hit points, and sadly, no, there is not a saving throw. Well, it's experimental. I might give it. We'll see. Let's see. So 26, 15% of that. I'm gonna make it 2. Someone give me a D4.
I feel like you need to do that, Garrick.
Garrick, yeah.
3.
Ouch. Garrick, 3 points of damage to the head. As this thing like clamps up around you all, and you seize up and you, yeah. That hurts. We're gonna get back to you, Garrick. Everyone else, Garrick collapses. Like,
I
goes down on the
collapse?
ground. You just took 3 points of damage to the head, my man. You aren't dead. You're alive. And boy, do you wish you could scream as this thing's enveloping your brain. Well, not your brain, your head. Okay. At this point, does anyone wishes to adjust their action? I think at this point I can kick in the music.
Yeah, Beltrix is going to attack her brother, trying to get that thing off the head. Without hurting her brother.
Yep, I did allow for that, don't worry. Alright. So here, you don't
We're
really
gonna
wanna...
have-
Go ahead. Yes, Diana?
We're gonna have another party wipe.
Nah, you're fine. You're gonna be fine.
May I roll to hit?
So okay, Bellatrix, at this point you're abandoning your post, and Cleo's like, wait, no, what's going on? And you're going over to your brother. You may roll to hit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dice percentage. Ouch.
29.
Miss off balance, I'm fairly certain. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I didn't even need that open at first. Yeah, miss off
Alright.
balance, penalty of 40 AC, no dex bonus to AC, next attack at -8. Good for you, the other one of these monsters jumped at you and missed before you fumbled.
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, Garrick, you got
Dungeon
time.
Master, may I yell out, light the fucking fire?
You may
Or
certainly.
light a fire. Okay.
Don't worry,
Light
Cleo
the
was already
fire!
on it.
Okay.
Yep, what do you think I'm doing? And she's lighting it, and that's her for the round. Diana, at this point you're up. You have short-range infravision, but it's enough to see what's going on here, in that Bellatrix is like flailing around over by her brother, who's thrashing around on the ground, and there are some small heat signatures crawling around on the ground too. What do you wish to do?
I don't know what the fuck these are, so I'm going to attack the nearest one to me.
Alright, roll to hit.
I don't have any pluses to this, sadly. So first attack is a nat fucking
Dice
natural one.
percentage and 100 XP. Wow, that's bad.
78.
Jesus Christ, what happened? Hit ally, no damage. Okay, hold on. There might be something here. You would be nearby those two, not that. Give me a D2.
Okay.
2.
2.
Alright, Garrick. Garrick. You will hit Garrick. Okay, no damage, which is a shame. Okay,
But
Give
would
me a
the hit be
D8.
enough to dislodge the thing on him?
that's what I'm thinking. So give me a D8 to see where you hit him. Because he's thrashing about on the...
1.
Oh my goodness, you just bought Garrick another round of life. Yeah, Garrick, you will take a blow to the head, and for a moment it's like you can breathe again, and then this thing starts enveloping you. But you do have an action this round if you wish. If you can think of
Yes.
something to try. What do you want to try?
And then second attack.
To dislodge it from me.
To dislodge it. Okay. So how are you going to do that, Garrick? This thing is like wrapped around your skull. Trying to eat your brains.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then...
It doesn't seem to give a shit about the helmet either. It's like wrapped itself around the contours of the helmet. And teeth are poking through it, digging into your skull, and... Yeah...
Well, if that's the case... Take off my helmet?
Alright,
I
you're
mean,
gonna try and...
if it's on my head, then it's also wrapped around the helmet more than me.
Yes.
So, take helmet, yeet it.
Okay, give me a strength check. D20. 5. Yeah, Garrick, take 1 point of regular damage, not to the head. Another point of damage to the head will knock you out, BTW. And toss that fucker away. Give me another D20.
With strength involved or no?
Your strength is involved here, but this is just... You're not throwing it at anything, you just said toss it away, so you're tossing it.
Well,
You will toss it a pretty solid distance away. Alright, nicely done, Garrick. You're back in the game, and boy, does your head hurt. Okay, at this point, Diana, you can get your second attack in. Are you attacking another one of the creatures?
Same one. Well, trying to hit the same one. I'm
Alright.
at a -2
Roll
for
to
this. 9 at first.
9 at first isn't going to hit it, unfortunately.
Yep.
Okay. At this point, party, you're blinded suddenly as the light goes on. As Clear shouts light! A second late, because I forgot to shout light. Sorry. And yeah, those of you with infravision, it's going to take you a segment or two to recover that, like vision. And yeah, the light illuminates creatures that look like... Oop. Give me a second. Damn it, this is the wrong thing. Images. Well, right about... No, not that. This... That's not it. Where is it? That works. Yeah, right about this.
Motherfucker.
Dom knows what it is. Speaking of that crashing...
Half-Life motherfucking 2. Fuck you.
Head crash, bitches!
I told
so-
you it's the tick, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So, my point still stands. We're going to fucking die.
You're fine. So, remember that crashing noise?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. 3 of these fuckers walk into the firelight. Not dressed quite like that, but...
God damn it, M&M.
Yeah. So at this point, we are on to round 2.
I feel like this should have been tested on...
I was
before
going
me.
to, but we switched to here, so we'll test it here. Relax, it's fine. You'll be fine. And yeah, those of you that know the noises the Half-Life 2 monsters make, they're exactly that. I just can't play them. The noise, it's... yeah. Okay, now designate if you're attacking the small thing or the big things. The bigs, of course, being the man-sized. Alright, there are currently 4 of the small things in play, as one of them is attached to Garrick's helmet, which has been thrown away about like not 100 feet, but like 80 feet or at least. Unless you wanted to throw it less than that. I assumed you were chucking it to get as far away from you. Alright. So yeah, like 100 or so feet away.
Night. Right, Bellatrix. Name escaped me.
Yes. Alright, so I know what Diana and Cleo are doing, just waiting for GMB. Nope, don't eat it yet. Wait for it to be warm.
Of course, she'll attack if she's allowed to.
Alright. Yes, you will be allowed to attack, Bellatrix. That was last round. You were miss off balance penalty, 4 to AC, no dex bonus to AC, next attack, -8 to hit. So, if you want, you can forfeit your attack and not have to suffer the penalty to hit here. Or you can try and attack anyways and power through it. Up to you.
I'll power through it.
Okay. Okay, Garrick going for sweeping attacks on the big ones. Okay, dice initiative, party.
I'll do it.
Now, Diana, you do not have ambidexterity, right?
I don't. That's why I rolled my second attack at -2.
Well, there's also a... hold on, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is a 15.
15. Yeah, that's right. You're good. So yeah,
I
the lesson
didn't
here is
know
that
anything about the high dex thing.
the lesson here is that even though you are dual wielding and get 2 attacks this round, because you do not have ambidexterity, it will not affect your initiative in terms of you getting more attacks per round first. Even though you're 2, you're going up against opponents that do 1. So,
just more attack, potentially more times I can hit.
Alright, so Garrick, you're going for sweeping attacks on the big guys. Bellatrix riding yourself and attacking one of the small ones. Cleo, one of the small ones. Diana against one of the small ones. Okay, so that's 1 for each of you all. And yeah, Garrick, there are 3 of these things clustered up together. Grunting and shambling forwards, and yeah. Okay, what was our initiative roll?
4.
4. Alright, initiative is tied. Simultaneous strikes, except Garrick, you'll have reach advantage. As will everyone attacking the small things, so party will go first. Let's go down the list. Diana, roll to hit.
17 at first.
Dice your damage as this thing leaps at you, and... 1 point of damage? Oof.
I doubt that kills them.
No, it doesn't, but it does wound it. You cut off one of the front things.
It's not 1 damage, it's 2 damage.
Oh, you have a 16 strength?
My strength gives me a +1 to damage.
Alright, you kill it.
Hey!
That's why it's important to keep track of that shit. Okay, that is you done, my good friend, Diana. Okay, Cleo. Dom, why don't you roll for Cleo here? Cleo, roll to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, Cleo swings and misses. And the critter jumps and misses her. And I think that was actually a pretty decent impression. Although that's more of the toxic egg crab noise. Anyway.
Diana's going to go with Cleo now. Diana, after killing the first one, is going to go over and help Cleo.
Okay, duly noted. You'll get that at the end of the round here, basically. Okay, Garrick. Stepping on up, dodging over here, getting around over by the 3... those things. Roll to hit. Sweeping attack. Starting from the left side or the right side? Doesn't really matter, I suppose.
Right side on the right-hander. It would go right to left.
Alright.
14 at 4th level. Or, yeah, 4th level.
14 at 4th becomes a 12 at 4th for the initial -2. 4th level, 12 hits armor class 6. The second one would hit armor class 8 and then armor class 10. These things have pretty crappy armor class. So 6, then 8. Alright, dice your damage and dice your damage once. Alright, I will roll for Diana for the second attack here.
9.
9 points of damage. You will kill 2 of them. And the third one, you know, it's like the mass of the 2 bodies that you cut through stopped that one there. Still, you just cut through 2 bodies.
So,
and the creature raises both hands above its head to swing at you. And let me check. Your armor class 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. You raise your sword in time and block the attack as it comes crashing down and push it back, and that's you for the round.
Okay.
Am I doing a good description thingy, getting you involved in the action? Yeah. Good DM, good. Bellatrix, riding yourself and attacking one of the small ones, roll to hit -8, after bonuses and such are applied.
So, just to make sure, did Bellatrix forfeit her thing to right herself, or is she allowed to?
No, you're still at your penalty to armor class and shit. If you want, you can either try and right yourself, which is basically you avoid the thing, and you're not going to get any bonus trying to right yourself. You're either forfeiting an attack and stuff can still attack you.
I'll right myself.
Okay. In that case, one of them will attack, but I'll reduce the... I'll take off the normal armor penalty. You'll still have no dexterity bonus to AC, but I'll take off the -4 because you're trying to right yourself. Sound fair?
Okay.
6. That isn't hitting anything. Yeah, the other one goes and jumps past you and misses your head as you duck under it. Okay, and now we've got Diana's second attack against that thingy there. I know she attacks as a fighter first. 13 might hit this thing's armor class. Fighter first, 13. Hits that armor class, and we know that even if she does minimum, she kills it. So the one that was on Cleo is down. And by down, I of course mean dead. At this point, well, we'll see how bad this gets. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, so that head crab is dead. That one is dead. That one is dead. There were 5 of them.
There were 5. You only said 4.
There was another one behind them that y'all didn't see due to vision range issues.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and 3 of the zombies. 2 of them are dead now. Okay, so the 1 zombie still standing, and 1 zombie still standing. Oh wait, hold on, that's right, Bellatrix. You forfeited your attack, so that guy's still up.
Yeah, to right myself.
So yeah, at this point you're righted. Let's go for a new. It's the end of session. I think you won't mind if I do that. Garrick going for a called shot to the head?
On the last zombie, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right, Garrick. Fuck me sideways. Alright, before you decide Garrick's action this round, know that the zombies that you cut in half, they didn't die. No, actually, wait, you did. You did enough damage to them. What am I saying? Never mind. But did the head crabs... No, actually, those guys are still alive. They're crawling off the head this round. You can alter your action based on that info. Okay. In the meantime, Bellatrix, you can go for an attack. Vi, if you were talking, I did not hear you, because my audio seems to be cutting out, or the bard is just broken. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
just typing out what I'm doing.
Okay. I can't see that you're editing. That explains it. I want my food.
There we go.
Sweeping attack on the crawling thingies. Bella going for the called shot. Okay, in that case, Cleo's going to go for the small guy by you, Bellatrix. Okay, so let's deal with Cleo first. You remember how you didn't go for an attack to right yourself, and there's still a small head crab that leapt past you? So Cleo's going to target that one.
Okay.
Garrick, you're going to go on the 2 small head crabs that pop off the corpses for a sweeping attack, and Bellatrix, you're going for a called shot on the head of the zombie. Okay, dice initiative.
5.
5. Okay, party has initiative. I'll just roll for Cleo. 15, ayo, and that's a 2-handed sword, which is a D10. That is a 1. Minimum damage. And she does not have an exceptional strength rating high enough to actually insta-kill this thing's 2 hit points. Alright, that one's hurt. You know, that's at a screech, and 5 misses her. Okay. That's her for the round. Bellatrix, you know, you're darting on in there, supporting your twin. He's going low, you're going high, roll to hit.
11 at 3rd.
11 at 3rd level will hit dice.
Oh wait,
damage.
14. 14 at 3rd. I am so sorry. Because it's a -4. It takes away my bonuses, and then 1 from the actual score itself.
Fortunately, that does hit. I did not give these things good armor class or hit points, but
9.
9 points of damage. You destroy the head crab and the monster it is possessing. Garrick, you're going low. Roll to hit. That will hit,
15.
and that will kill both of them. If you have an exceptional strength, that gives you +6 to damage. They have 2 hit points. See? Told you.
Even if I rode a minimal, we're dead.
It is round 3. There is exactly one of them alive. Cleo just hit it with a sword. Dice initiative. I assume you're all gonna try and attack it, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's technically 2.
Well, yeah, one of them is over by the helmet 100 feet away.
And
Okay.
6.
Well, Garrick, it leaps at you. Roll to hit.
20.
Dice damage. You
10.
killed that one there. Alright. The bot is just dead on my end, so I'm just gonna skip. Leave.
Well, it was playing some. It just ended.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're about to wrap up session here. What is the party doing at this time? I've got Cleo
Bellatrix is going
checking.
to go
Anyone
kill
hurt?
the one on Garrett. So Bellatrix is going to go kill the one that's on the helmet.
Alright, you will go over to where the helmet was. The thing is gone. It appears to have crawled away.
We'll pick up the helmet and bring it
Right.
back to his brother. Or her brother, not his brother.
Okay. And, okay, Garrick. So at this point, you've got Cleo. She's there. She's like, okay, I see you took some injury to the head. And being a, what's it called? Your injury did seal. You still do bleed from it, but over the course of a round, injuries heal for you. Well, not heal, but they seal. So she will offer you healing.
Please.
Alright. 2 points of damage restored.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I will slap myself. Well, not slap myself, but you know what I mean for Cure Light, or not my Cure Light Wounds, but my
Lay on hands.
Lay on Hands. And
Haha,
back to
yes.
full.
Back to full. Alright.
Thank you, sister.
Yes, brother. And she will ask for some time to go get the thing back, and spoiler alert, the rest of the watch goes on without problem, and she will get that spell back.
Of course.
Okay.
Bellatrix will spend time moving bodies from the campsite.
Mm-hmm. Right, very good.
And kicking dirt onto the blood to mask it.
Alright, very good. I gotta say that fucking head crash is great. Alright, I'm gonna kill the recordings.